What happened?
Are we good?
Hello, and welcome to another
Are
West
we
Watch Guys
good?
live stream. We had a little audio tech problems, but I'm telling you, man, we're buffing this stuff out. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of pop right back into it. So
We saw some horses. They
no,
were
no.
best
So
friends.
I'll describe the front again. They've been chatting as they've been walking, but they've come to a small village. New stockade fences line either side of it, 10 feet tall, freshly put into the ground. Two walls that have slid across open up what looks like a gate. There's no guard. They saw a small group of two friendly horses leading a cart of logs, and they're headed towards the river off to the right. They saw a few gruff humanoids. Trevor said they should probably head inside, and as they looked, they could see that the river is far smaller than what it used to be. You could kind of see the banks and where these people are running these logs and rolling them down a makeshift ramp from where you can only assume the other original log launch was. And you guys kind of head inside of the village. There's one large building in the center, smoke coming out of a large chimney in the back of it. And around the outside, there's 5 smaller structures that seem to be other buildings, log cabins, pretty much the same make as the one in the center, smaller chimneys, but still some smoke coming out of them. And against the stockades on either side of this are, different sort of tents. You can see where there were tents in different camps that were set up for people, but now that the wall has been put up, a few people seem to be using that to support what looks like sleeping arrangements. And Trevor kind of walks up and goes, I've only ever been to the center building. I think that's where we should start if you guys want to come check it out.
So, like, what are we supposed to expect when we go in there?
I don't know.
So, like, here's the deal. Like,
I know there's the head of the camp his name is Stanley. I haven't been here in a bit, but
all right.
Anything you want to tell us about, like, the etiquette here?
Oh, they're pretty good here. These are some tough people. These are the ones who've been sending the logs downstream.
So if he told you about the etiquette of this place, would that make you act differently?
Probably not.
Okay, that was my only question. Okay,
come on. We'll see if Stanley's here. So Trevor kind of starts heading up. He stands up to the main door of the front building and kind of knocks on it. He hears a voice and opens the door. He goes, "You guys coming in?" Opens the door up.
Yep. Yes.
Yes.
You went there. It's a pretty large hall. There's on either side, there looks like there's a couple of tables sitting in this hall. On the far side, there's a big chimney, a desk on a bit of a step-up altar, if you will. Doesn't necessarily look like a church. Has a desk on it where there's a tan-skinned human with a long black beard and a long cloak, and he's just kind of sitting behind the desk and writing some stuff down. He kind of looks up at the group and goes, "Welcome, hello, Trevor, is that you?" Trevor's like, "Oh, yes." Hey, he goes, "Oh," and he stands up. The guy stands up. He's a decent sized human. He's got some godish attire, and he goes, "Oh, hello, yes, oh, hey, how are you? Good to see you. It's been so long." He kind of all excited, and he stands up, comes around the table with a big shining grin, and he kind of walks up to Trevor. Trevor's like, "Oh, yeah, it's got. I think what," and he kind of like gives Trevor this big hug, and Trevor's just kind of like, "Hi, nice to see you too." Steps back, goes, "Oh, travelers, new faces. Hello, welcome to the lumber camp. I'm Stanley."
Hello, Stanley.
Hi.
Hello.
So he looks back at Trevor. "You come up from out south. What news do you bring? I haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? How's the city coming, and how's everything out and beyond?" Trevor's like, "Well, actually,
So we're on
you
the road
guys-
to El Datho. So
oh, Eldath, yes." Trevor kind of looks at us. Yes. Also, just so you know, maybe we need a better way to communicate because you guys have been sending logs and our chains broke. Trevor and Stanley kind of looks back at us.
But we fixed it. Don't worry
yeah,
about
we
it.
totally fixed it.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a bit of a there was an up in the stream, so we've been sending logs like crazy.
Don't do that.
Yeah, you need to like pump
Dial
the
it back.
Consistency is good.
And he yells back, and a person out from behind, he goes, He goes, Jeff, and like this door opens from like behind
Jeff.
him in the room. He goes,
It's always Jeff.
tell him to slow down the wood, slow it down. He goes, what? He goes, slow it down. He goes, oh, okay. And he
Your
turns
wood
around,
is
he goes,
too fast.
Yeah, Jeff, fuck off. All right.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
wood is
Jeff's
way
like,
too
what was
fast,
that?
man.
Take a day off, Jeff.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
work
day
way
off.
too hard.
Stanley kind of turns around and goes, shrugs at Jeff. Jeff kind of goes, okay. And turns around
Need
and runs out.
slower wood.
And Stanley's like, oh, well,
Not usually a problem.
we need to come up with a way to
I
talk.
mean, I agree. But it's a problem when you can't handle it downriver.
I guess that's really true.
Yeah,
But
if
what
it's
a metaphor.
more wood than you can handle.
Well,
You
my
need to
wood's been
slow it
hard
down.
and long
Yeah.
lately. It's been really tough to not
doing a lot
just
of
send
trimming?
it. I haven't been able to pull back at all.
Others watching this.
Would you say that the logs are like a full mast in length?
Well, come, I'll show you how we do it. Come, you want to see a tour? Come on, I love you. Come on. And he kind of like starts walking out the door.
Naomi's as like what like if we're following him, like as we turn around, Naomi wants to like kind of like nudge Little Bite and then just like hold the two elixirs that she has and like tink them together really quick. Go now.
Yeah. Can I like uncork them both and drink them at the same
Are
time?
you gonna do the mixed potion thing again?
Yeah,
My God, there's real bad things that can happen.
I
No.
know.
All right,
Is
what are the
that
two
ever
potions? What are the
stop
two
Delby?
potions? What are the
Oh,
two potions
please.
that you're taking?
JT.
Yes.
To be rules lawyer, technically this is an elixir. I don't know if it qualifies as a potion.
I'm gonna count as a potion because it's fun.
Okay, all right, whatever.
I would have drank them anyway. So
I'm not saying that like it was a bad thing. It's just technically
I
called elixir.
so according to the thesaurus, the
All right.
first synonym for
It's
elixir
potion.
is potion.
Fuck
So
off.
So
Yeah.
take them both. What are the two? What are the two potions or elixirs you're taking?
A potion of hold on, let me look back at my notes.
what color are they?
Holy shit.
Oh, you're gonna roll a D100.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, it's a elixir of boldness and alter self.
What do you want to alter yourself into? And what's the boldness do?
It gives you +1 D. It's guidance, but
Okay.
for like a minute. So probably another
87.
spell.
What was it?
87.
Oh well, they both work normally.
What?
Nice.
Right.
Aw.
You have a
What's it into?
1d4 for a minute, and you have alter self for 1 hour.
What do I want to turn myself into? Can I give myself feathers?
Sure.
Nice.
Poof! Instead of hair, you look like a weird chicken.
I was gonna say now we're just identical cats.
I love it. So do
Okay.
you follow them out while you're taking these potions?
Yeah. What color are the potions?
The well, I'll actually just put colors to them. So hold on, let me look them up really quick.
So
I
as you
just
guys
wanna,
walk in,
like-
while you guys are doing this, no.
No, it's fine. I just want to like basically shake myself up like a shake and drink. And I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna be this color as I'm like mixing up the colors of the potions.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I think that, yeah. Okay, perfect. So you guys head out. He kind of goes out. He goes, you guys head to the river, right? People seem mostly happy that you pass. There's a couple people who wave and throw a hand up. As you kind of leave out the gates of where this little city town is, you start heading to the river itself. And you guys see behind that was kind of hidden in this mountainside is a dam that's set up in this building that's set into the dam, almost like a mill, big water wheel that isn't moving at all. The entire dam that you guys can tell has no water set up or running through the spillways. It's all running through the bottom breakthrough opening in order to keep the river running. And
Damn,
it looks
this
like
sounds like a serious problem.
it looks like the entire mill is just kind of shut down. On the sides of the river, though, you see a lot of people cutting wood by hand. There seems to be logs that are still rolling in, trees that are being felled, and carts from oxen that are being dragged up. And you see from where the river was, and where the old mill logs used to come off, they built this long wooden ramp to roll the logs farther and into the lower tide of the river without getting them caught up. So he kind of like turns around and goes, well, ever since we put a bit of a stop to our logging and built the fence to stop the gnolls, and kind of found a better way to cut wood by hand and load it off of these new chutes, you see, we really were able to turn up our production. So yeah, sorry, I guess we kind of got out of hand. I appreciate the heads up from down south. I'm gonna work on something that
Maybe you
we
should
can use to
train
talk.
birds or something.
Birds could work. I'm sure there's something arcane. Trevor, when you head back, go to Esfea, maybe go to Port Royal, see if you can find us something.
I believe that the artificers here could likely fabricate a setting stone were we paid sufficient amount.
Well,
It would
you
take a
see,
little bit if
we
you
don't have much coin. We survive off the land and what's brought to us. We kind of get paid in credits back at Esfea, but I could write you a note for some of our credits to pick up, and you could get it when you're back in town.
Well, I mean, we're like really close with Pothos, so I mean, that might work.
Yeah, I'd be great. That'd be fantastic. Thank you. What's your cost?
I don't know, Nocton. Well, do we have the right materials here to make it?
I will have to confer with Naomi. Let's find out. I have no idea. I just suggested it and actually don't know.
We can't make it as an infusion, unfortunately.
Oh, because it will disappear. Ah, yes, I forgot.
He kind of leans forward and goes, "Oh, I'll be honest. We've upped the wood production, but we haven't gotten much food shipments from Zoll in a while." And he kind of looks at Trevor. Trevor kind of shrugs, but she's like, "There's no food to bring. I'm sorry." And Stanley kind of sighs a bit. He's like, "Well, hopefully it can get up here soon. I don't know how much longer we can last, but we'll keep cutting wood as long as we can."
It seems that we are not going to be able to, as I had hoped.
Well, if you can bring us some food, that'd be great. We'll do, if next time you head into the big port, see if you can find.
Well,
Find
when
out
we
what's
go
going on.
back to Aspire, we can just tell them to, like, you know, if there's any extra, we can like send it up or something.
That sounds good. Well, stay the night in our walls. Be safe.
Quick question.
Yes.
So we're like headed to the Sunstones.
Oh, the Sunstones. Yes, you mentioned that.
Yeah, the road to El Dafo.
It goes through this way.
Put us in the right direction.
Of course. You see, from here, you head up the mountains, and you're gonna have a choice to make. You can either go north.
That's ominous.
Oh, it's kind of a tough path. You see, the roads kind of dwindle from here, going east. So, yeah, you see, once you cut up over this mountain pass, you're gonna have a choice. You can either go north through the desert, but I suggest you stay against the mountains. You have a bit more cover up there, and it seems as though the weather isn't as tough. Once you follow the mountains out, you'll be able to see the Sunstones if you stay right on the edge. Just keep an eye out. The wastes past this point are, well, if you think it's bound with the gnolls, just be ready for anything that can come your way.
They just smell like shit. But
We've had a couple people come through and come back, not in the recent months, but maybe 8 months ago, we had a excursion make it out and back. They said the road was pretty well being, and they were able to find their way.
How many excursions went out and didn't come back though?
Oh, none that I can.
Oh,
None that I
okay,
know.
okay. Well, the way you said that was a little,
Mm.
you know,
Sorry.
Ominous.
yeah, a
Understood.
little questionable.
yeah, are you worried about something? Has it been like a long month or?
Oh, I mean, everybody's worried with the river running dry. We can't keep up what we've been doing. I mean, if it runs out, I'm pretty sure this
Where are you
river
gonna
comes from
go?
the Sunstones. Well, I don't know. We haven't really thought about that much. So just putting together what we got.
So why is the river so low? Is the Sunstones like drying up or something?
From what I can tell, the last group that came through said that they were expected to see a lush green stone that's cascading waterfalls, and they said when they showed up, it was no more than a bit of a trickle.
Why do you think that is? Is faith in Eldath diminishing?
We have faith.
Well,
I don't know. Maybe something's.
I mean, like, I don't think it's a faith thing. Maybe.
Has Eldath forsaken your land?
I hope not. Maybe if you go, you can find out for us.
That seems like yeah. Oh wow! Like Naomi just like stares off into the distance and was like, "That's a really big like thing to think about." Oh shit!
Well, you can stay in the main hall tonight if you want a safe place to sleep. We haven't had an attack in weeks, and I'm not sure where that Knoll raiding party's been at, but they seem to not be here. So we'll keep you up. Anything you like to do, and otherwise, we'll send you what water we got, and good luck,
Thank
Hey,
you,
Naomi.
Stanley, right?
Stanley. Yes,
Yeah, thank you, Stanley.
you got it.
Yeah, good.
Oh,
Goodbye, Stanley.
and he says one more thing. He catches you as you turn around. There's been some strange magic afoot. I don't know. The last group said something about feeling a bit off, getting the chills. So just keep your guard up out there. Things are a bit crazy ever since the river's been dried up.
So this last group that came in, did they seem like capable or?
Yeah, I mean,
or
they looked like you guys. Well, maybe not as rambunctious as he looks at the cat chasing something in the background, but they were good and honorable.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, if they can make it, we can make it. That's easy. So
Well, see what you can. If you have any questions, you can always talk to old man Jeff. He's on the far wall.
Man, Jeff.
We don't want to talk to Jeff.
No. Okay. Good luck.
Thank you. Peace.
He like leads you back in and starts going back to the pulpit where he was doing his paperwork and such. What do you guys want to do? You want to just fast forward to heading out the next day?
Hey, Naomi.
Yeah. What's up, Silch?
So like, I'm thinking a few different situations could be happening right now.
Okay.
And that may affect how we would like to proceed.
Okay, shoot. I'm down for it.
Okay, option A. Hopefully not this option, but option A, Eldath has forsaken this continent.
But why?
I don't know. Maybe this continent did something to her or against her or something. In which case, do I want to be seen on this continent by Eldath?
I don't know. We were pretty well received in Aspire.
That's true.
Like, I mean, I came here and I heard it was like Eldath country. So like,
that's true.
I don't think it's that.
Option B.
Plus, like, Eldath is like she's not that shallow where she would be like, oh, these, because she is all spreading. So she's everywhere. So like, I don't think that just seems unlikely.
Yeah. Okay. So option B, something happened to Eldath, but if something happened to a literal god, I don't know how much we could.
Like an evil god is capturing.
Maybe,
now she's
or like
prisoner,
or like an archdemon or something. I don't know. I'd never read about archdevils capturing gods, but like
no, but I mean, I don't know much about that shit either. So
actually, I do, and I've never read anything about that. But you never know.
So, I'm assuming that I would hear this. Or
yeah, I mean, I'm not being like quiet.
I walk over and I say,
Naomi can't be quiet.
I was under the impression that this was a simple pilgrimage. You seem to be discussing matters of much more
celestial
widespread and celestial is certainly.
But why would the water dry up?
Yeah, why would the water dry up?
Because the books say that, like, and I'm gonna pull out like my little like
Your Bible.
Eldath research like novel that has. I'm gonna turn to the page of like the sketching of the Sunstones. Like, look, this sketch has like so many waterfalls. Look, it's huge.
As
That
I
should
was
be-
as I was doing research back in town, I encountered at least 16 volumes with at least 375 pages regarding weather changes
That's
affecting
very
rivers.
specific.
Let's put a pin in that. But at some point, I would love to hear all about that.
That would be fascinating, though.
I
What
mean,
if-
that seems
but
like
what
a
if there's a clue
logical
about why-
explanation, though.
The weather is not necessarily affected by these celestial beings that you seem to be investigating, seeking out. I still do not quite sure. I'm still not quite sure exactly what the purpose of this pilgrimage is.
We're gonna get closer to Eldath, and she's gonna enlighten us with how to make the world a better place. And then I'm gonna hold out my hand for a fist bump to Zelch.
Yes, fist bump. But I've also read other religious texts that say don't go chasing waterfalls. And I seems like that's exactly what we're
Oh, are those
doing.
the ones that say you should stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to?
Right.
Old
But
magic.
what if those rivers and lakes are sourced by waterfalls?
I mean, what
Then
it,
we
do
should
those
go
same
chase the
texts
waterfall.
say no scrubs?
I believe it really depends what your definition of source.
So you guys staying the night, or
I believe
Can
we
I
are.
like find an empty table?
yeah, for sure.
Is there an empty table in this room? Actually, you know what? Can I find the table that this dude is sitting at?
Yeah, it's like the main table in the front on the altar. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm just gonna lay on top of it.
okay.
I'm
How
just gonna climb on
many-
top of
He
it.
just
while
kinda
I'm
goes,
How
like,
many
"Um,
talking,
can I help you?"
vessels do you knock off?
And I'm
as
just
you
gonna
do
be
this?
like, you know what? Maybe if Eldath isn't around, maybe y'all can find me a bath and a warm bed instead.
Are you looking for a
'Cause,
bath?
I have like, I don't know, on a scale of 1 to 65, I have like 11 hit points. So like,
He kind of like picks up the blood off of his pates. We usually bathe in the river. There's a spot up by the mill on the far side of the dam that's pretty deep.
Is there
Is
like
it
a
warm?
heated?
No.
I'll warm it up. I'm going and I'm gonna get off the
Okay,
table.
hold
I'm gonna knock a bunch
Oh.
of things off too.
Come
wait,
on.
hold on.
Sorry, sorry.
Little bite, little bite, little bite.
What?
Malcolm,
What?
you want to make a fucking hot tub?
Yeah, let's go.
Starts picking
I'm gonna
stuff
pull
up.
out- I'm gonna
Are you
pull out
guys
my
leaving in the
keyboard
morning?
device.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Do you need us to? Do
Do you have any scrap metal?
What?
you have any
Like
beer?
sheets of scrap metal?
No, we have lots of wood.
Okay, that no. Do you
We're
have
all over
like?
camp.
Yeah, but do you have any like spare? Do you have any large sections of metal, like any like braces or?
I'm not sure. Maybe something in the old mill,
Metal
but
at all in this place. Everything.
probably in the old mill there's something metal. I'm sure, but you're gonna tear apart our buildings. What are you trying to do?
No. I'm looking. You don't have any scrap.
I
a
mean, we have scrap
crowbar, will
wood.
that count?
Say
I'm gonna
again.
pull out a crowbar out of my bag and be like, does this count?
No, I need more than that because I want to heat the metal so it heats up really hot, and then like it sits underneath in the water, and then we sit above it, and then
Hmm. I mean, if you want to try, I don't need this crowbar. So if you melt it, I'm not gonna use that. So-
it's not gonna melt. It's just gonna get like pretty hot for about a minute.
Oh.
So
You just put the crowbar in the water and then heat it.
yeah,
Okay.
Like a
we
sous
do it that
vide.
many times.
No, that's not how you.
That's
Well,
not-
I'm sure you can find something. Please, I'm trying to get together what we're shipping, and with the new slowdown, it's gonna be hard.
Okay.
But we could put LB in a plastic bag in the hot water, and then that'll be like a sous vide.
All right. Let's consider less about LB and more about Eldath. So I'm gonna go take a nap now.
I think we were focusing on
Okay.
L.
So Naomi, roll me an investigation check when you leave to looking for pieces of metal that could possibly be light enough but heavy enough to make this worthwhile.
You really said Elbath.
15. I mean, you found like the brace for an old cartwheel that's like behind someone's shop that they're obviously probably going to use, but it's there if you want to.
All right, I just want to experiment. So
You just gotta pick it up and start wheeling it towards the dam.
Hey, knocked on.
Is it really
Yes.
conspicuous?
Roll a, I don't know. You tell me. Roll a stealth check. Roll a
So-
sleight of hand check to see if you can
Oh God. Okay.
Try to
That's better.
16. Well, here I'll roll for the owner of the building to see if he hears you out back.
Nocta, did you hear when
Fucking
Cesario just said Elbath?
So as you kind of like,
I
you're like,
did.
That was a punchline.
this is a nice wheel.
Oh,
could probably take
this
to it. You like
that,
kind of like,
that wasn't a punchline.
I
There
assumed it
wasn't
was
like
some
a
sort of-
setup.
guys, roll
It
it
was
in.
a pun
Roll it in.
line.
Roll it in.
Oh,
I got a lot I want to get through tonight.
Fuck you.
So as you kind of like get up, you start like kind of like moving it, sliding, and then like you're like, "Arr!" And someone he's like, hello. You like hear from inside of the little shack. Kind of comes
Hi.
out. It goes. So it's like this human comes to the back door. He goes,
Hi.
can I help you? Yes. Hi. Can I help
Yeah,
you?
Hi. Hi. And I'm just gonna go. Hi, my name's Naomi.
Hi, Naomi. I'm Fred.
Fred, nice to meet you. Are you using this?
My cartwheel.
No, like the metal brace. Do you have any like scrap metal?
I mean, what do you want? I mean, you
Like a
that one's
big-
kind
you
of
have a big
broken. Do you want it? I'll sell it to you for.
Do you have a big chunk of scrap metal?
He looks at you, he goes, 2 gold. You can have that.
2 gold for that? No, sir.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. I'm not good at these.
I don't know. You're the one trying to haggle with a random dude.
Yes, I'm not good at these.
He goes, yeah, 2 gold. It's a special size.
All right, fine. I'll give him 2 gold.
Have at it. Oh, you can have the other one underneath it too. And he kind of grabs it and puts it in his pocket.
All
Turns
right,
around, goes aside.
that's fine.
So yeah, you eventually, with Little Bite, kind of trailing behind, lug these 2 steel wire rims and roll them up to the little spot. And you find a nice little spot, and like you can kind of see where he means. It's like a sandy little beach that goes in like a little rocky cove that you can kind of like walk around in and sit in or whatever.
Okay. I want to find like a shallow part, and then
Just- No problem.
all right, okay, a little bite. So can you help me make like build up like a little small wall so we can try and like trap some of the water in?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna like get down and I'm just gonna
Wait,
start
anybody
scratching.
else want to help?
You're gonna
Is it-
start what? Little Bite?
I'm just gonna start scratching at the dirt and I'm just gonna do like cats do in a litter box.
Yeah, dig it all up.
Yep.
And I mean, are you using heat metal?
Yeah,
How long does that last?
about a minute, but I can increase. I have a few spells because it's getting late in the evening, right?
Yeah, but easy enough. I mean, it gets white hot, right?
I mean, it lasts for a minute. I can cast it 3 times, once at regular and twice at like 3rd level, if it starts to get like cold.
So easy enough. You guys get a pretty good 10-15 minute hot bath,
Oh yeah, and definitely skinny dipping.
bubbles up and
No clothes. 'cause this was-
relaxing. I mean, you definitely can call for a short rest and well on your way to a long rest.
Ooh, can I give a little bite of this little paste that's like goes over her eyes to like rejuvenate her and make them
Like
feel
a face mask.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
Little
totally
cucumber
I'm still covered in
slices.
feathers.
We're having a little like spa day, like
Small
moment.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, easy enough. The 2 of you kind of settle up and with your hot bubbling tire in the center of your little ring of hot tub, you're pretty
Yeah.
relaxed, and the 2 of you quietly get a good rest. I mean, yeah.
Nice, perfect.
Naomi definitely would have poked Little Bite's brain a little bit about like how she ended up on the ship, what she's doing, what's her whole plan. But
Say again. Sorry.
just Naomi would be like very intrusive about the details of Little Bite's life.
I mean,
I'm gonna make wildly outlandish stories and answers.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm just gonna roll 1 insight check. to
yeah.
see,
Roll a
like-
deception check, Little Bite.
Nice.
I mean, they are good stories.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is I'm just gonna like let out a sigh and go. Well, they are good stories, so keep telling me more.
Well, so here's the thing. So the ship actually was mine, and then all of these other people just started coming on the ship thinking it was theirs. So like, it's just crazy
was
how
it
things
your
work
ship,
out.
though? How did
Huh?
you get the ship?
There was nobody on it. So I went in and I found an empty room and I started sleeping on it. So obviously it's mine.
Well, then, yeah, I guess
Hey!
nobody's on the ship. Did you have like the deed to the ship, like the ownership thing?
No, is that like in the glove compartment?
It's usually in the captain's quarters.
You know, I slept in the captain's quarters and I didn't find it. I slept all over that room actually. The desk in that room is very comfortable.
Oh, well.
Also, the floor right in front of the bed is also very comfortable in that room. There's like
Yeah.
a warm spot. There's like a nice draft like right underneath, right on the ground there. It's like really, really pleasant. But then like all these other people came in and I was like, yeah, I guess you guys are cool and yeah, you can hang out on my ship. So
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it was your ship.
I mean, from what I hear, it doesn't sound like it was their ship either. So
I mean, what is property?
honestly, really, like we almost had like a mansion. We almost took the whole mansion at one point, and that was like really crazy because there was like a whole bunch of people there that like weren't really people, and they were like popping in and out of the ground. Like it was crazy, man. And then there was this box that I don't really know what happened to it, and there was like something in it, and if we tried to open it, we were gonna die. I'm telling you, man, these stories are just, I got a bunch of them.
To write a book.
I could write like if I knew how to write with these hands, like yeah, sure.
Oh, two little mins.
Yeah.
I got murder mittens.
No,
That's it.
no opposable thumbs.
Yep.
Just
Uh,
some claws.
At the end of your entire spiel, I'll just like give you like finally open my one eye that's near to you and just like give you a side and go, are you bullshitting me?
About what? I am trying to collect gods though. That's like a whole thing. So like if we can rescue Eldatho, then maybe I can add her to my like soiree of gods.
What do you plan on you don't like collect a god to use. The god like enlightens you and helps guide you.
So you
It's
don't
not
just have
about
like a pocket full of gods?
No, that's
got
not
a pocket full of gas now.
that's not how it works.
I mean, I got one. I mean, I
have one?
accidentally. Well, yeah. Don't you have one? You have Eldatho.
Well, yeah, I have Eldath, but like, like I like found her through like, my research and, trial and error and all that
Is that
kind
how
of
people
stuff.
normally find gods?
Like
Yeah, you go through a couple, like you
more.
you're
Yeah,
young,
like a
so
lot
you
more.
kinda get like you get sucked into like
Oh.
like other things, but like you find the right one eventually, and the right one I
Uh-oh.
think is Eldath.
What is
We're-
oh?
No, we're okay.
Oh, okay.
Knockdown drop, but I thought I screwed up, but it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I that's not how I found mine. So like I just read a lot of books. Maybe that's how you find it. Like I read a lot of books that you probably shouldn't read out loud, the kind that they really
Wait, are
frown
those like the
upon.
ones with like inappropriate stories?
Like this,
Sometimes.
like the slutty kind.
Sometimes, yeah,
Ooh,
those are the good ones, but there was
I
no
like
gods
I
in
do
those
like
ones.
the steamy
Well,
kind.
actually I take it back there sometimes.
did you
there's
buy
gods.
them at the grocery store?
I don't even know what a grocery store is, but if I did, that's definitely where I would buy them, I think. But
It's an
yeah.
old arcane term for
Yeah.
for her. I don't know.
Yeah, so like I read a lot of like crazy like powerful books, and like some of them killed me and some of them didn't, and like all of a sudden I had a god in my pocket. Now I'm trying to get more of them. So
Oh, so you were messing with stuff that you weren't supposed to.
yeah, that's like the best stuff though. Like they say it's not good for you, but man, it's a wild ride.
I
And
can
as-
well, no, hold on. So like now
I
you're
love
just
it.
like, and I can relate. I don't show many people this, and I'm gonna like pull my hair like over to the side, and you're gonna see that it looks like I have like a necrotic bite mark that is like right below in the back of my neck that all my bushy curls usually cover up. I'm
Can
gonna
I
go,
like get right on top of you to look at it?
yeah.
What is this? What bit you?
I was messing with something I found out that was from the Shadowfell, and it bit me.
Ooh.
And then like I didn't realize, and it kind of like was attached to me for like the entire night, and then it was hard to get off. But like yeah, it's
Dang. I mean, did it like give
is
you any
your
like
is
cool
that what you
powers?
have, or is yours naturally just your fur?
My, it's so the black in the fur is not really part of the like how I was born. It's sort of
But
a side effect of playing with magic.
oh, okay. So, well, you're in good company.
Cool. I'm just gonna like do this like thing on your neck. I just want to like feel it and like touch it and stuff.
Ooh. I mean, if you're gonna get back there, you might as well just work the neck a little bit.
Yeah, no, I mean I'm already back here, but like this is so cool.
It wasn't fun, so
I was gonna say, was it fun? Like did it give you like superpowers or like
no.
can you
was
like smell color and stuff or what?
It's like a leech insect that was trying to burrow its way inside me.
Ew, that sounds disgustingly cool.
That's what she said.
I'm like a little grossed out, but also very interested. So if you ever find another one of those, I definitely want to kill it and look at it.
Oh, I very much plan on going back to the Shadowfell to learn
Take
more.
me with you. Can you take me with you?
I'd love to.
That
Absolutely.
sounds great. Oh my God, that sounds like a great
After
road
the
trip.
Sunstones, though. After the Sunstones.
That's
That's
right.
really
Road to
important.
Eldatho. Got it. After the
Yeah.
road to Eldatho.
After that.
Yeah. That's fine.
We're on the road to
Eldatho.
All right.
As you
eventually my
chat,
spells are gonna run out and it's gonna get cold. So
Yeah, no, this is great. Thanks for the hot tub, man. That's great.
yeah, we gotta like find more of these.
Yeah.
Or just make more of these.
I'm 100% in. I'm not into baths, but I like this.
I'm just leaving that right there.
Cool.
I'm not picking up my hot tub.
oh, the wheels, yeah,
Hot
easy
tub
enough.
wheel.
Just leaving that there.
They just you paid 2 gold for a hot tub tonight. That's what happens.
It's fine.
So you guys make your way back.
It's not great with money, so
Knock down Zilch. Anything you guys wanted to do back at the other than pass out and go to sleep? Cool.
Yeah, I'm just going to sleep.
I'm just gonna sleep.
So you guys
Using.
get yourselves a long rest, heal up half your hit dice and all your
I
points and
level up.
spells. What?
I level up. Woo!
Oh yeah, what did we get for experience? I missed that.
I didn't give anything last week yet.
Oh, okay.
I gotta write it out. I haven't actually done. It wasn't a whole lot because you guys pretty low level stuff you guys fought.
Yeah, but we just completely obliterated them.
I'm gonna roll my HP. Hold on.
You're fine. But otherwise, yeah, you guys wake as he rolls his HP. You guys wake up, rested, restored. You guys
Dude,
seen that?
wow. I'm a
Ooh,
pillow.
do you want me to roll? What do you roll? D8? Here, I'll roll. What do you want to see who's got better?
I don't care. It's better that Naomi's a pillow because it's funnier when she goes down. But I'm
Okay,
gonna
perfect.
roll my 2d6. So for my
Perfect,
for
but-
my elixirs.
You guys wake up with
Or
fresh 5 fresh big bottles of water next to each of you, and what seems to be some dried meat rations kind of in a wrap with a note on each of them saying good luck. And you don't see Stanley anywhere about in this room. Trevor does wake up with you guys. He's up on the floor and he's got a bottle of water and he kind of looks at all of you and goes, well, good luck on your trip to Eldath. Let me know how the Sunstones are.
anything? Is it like you're the one who's
Use all of it.
pointing us in the right direction? Who's
No, Stanley did. He already told you where to go. I thought,
Oh,
no.
okay. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention during that.
No, it's okay. I don't know this very, very well. I just know how to get back. I'm gonna be a little bit more quiet on my way back. Hopefully, I won't get noticed.
Well, yeah, you definitely should. So
Oh, well,
yeah,
wish me luck, guys. Good luck on your trip. We'll see you next time you're back in town.
Oh, we'll
how's
be
this-
back.
Is this burn doing okay?
The next morning you check it out. Yeah, it seems pretty. I mean, it's scarring and stuff and a little blister, but it doesn't seem infected or anything. It seems like he's wrapped it pretty well.
I'm just gonna give him a regiment of ointments to use before, like, for at least a
Oh, you
week.
don't have to do that.
Well, I mean, you deserve the slap. It's just unfortunate my hand still had the stuff on it, so it's the least I can do. Like literally the least.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Can't wait to see you guys soon enough. All right. Good luck on your trip. Stay in the mountains. We'll catch you soon. He kind of like turns around and takes his horse and starts riding off back south with the note and the new information in hand as he goes back to Brizola. What do you guys want to do?
Head off to the Sunstones after we eat breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Make
So you
our
guys.
way downtown. Walking
Okay.
fast.
Okay, so you make your breakfast and start heading out. The rivers, you follow the path through this cliffside and into the mountains, and you can kind of see what he's talking about now. The mountains that you were bringing into have a cut that you follow through them, where the river actually comes through, and then once you get past it, as you move past it, you notice that all to your left is all desert, and you can almost see the sea off far into the distance. To your right, you can see where this ridge line of mountain lines actually is formed and continues on into Asphaya and Menipedi as you guys were heading out. Who's leading?
Definitely not me.
Who's leading? Who's leading?
I guess I'll lead.
Zilch out in front.
I'll
Yeah.
follow behind.
There is a footpath. It's single file, and it heads east. It doesn't look like it's been, well, from what you can tell from a quick look, it doesn't look super heavily traveled. As you go, I need you to roll me a survival check,
Okay.
and then I need you to roll me a D100.
Can I guidance that survival check or not?
You sure can,
Okay.
because it's an ability check, right? Guidance does ability
Yep.
checks. What?
Oh, nice.
7 tizzle.
Plus 4. 21.
21. This path, it's tough. It's not a very heavily traveled path, and it kind of like sticks farther in the mountains than you initially think you would have liked. But it does wind its way, snaking up the cliffside. So you see what he means now. Off to your left into the plains off where the desert is. You can see bones, different animals' heads, different crows and vultures circling overhead, the tumbleweed off in the distance, some shadows you're not really sure. So it's nice that you're up on the mountains where there's stones and rocks and different areas where you can actually take cover. 48. Okay, first things first. Little bite. You just have a feeling in the back of your head. Something that you've been looking for recently. You're not sure, but it just seems up ahead.
Is the path wide enough for me to get ahead of everybody?
Yeah. You kind of like scoot your way forward, get up to the front with Zilches.
Hey,
Hey.
can I lead for a second?
I mean, yes, but why?
As you're turning around to talk to him, you look as in the air behind you, a giant flaming spear erupts out of nowhere. 5 feet from whoever was last in line.
Magical flaming.
Who was the last? Yeah, oh yeah. Who was the last in line?
I would like to say I was not last in line. I guess this is a nose ghost situation.
Knockdown, you're muted.
It was probably me because I
So,
have no idea where we're going.
You feel a giant sudden heat behind you as Little Bite kind of ran to the front. And Little Bite, you definitely have this urge in front of you of, you just know something is ahead of you that you're looking for. And as this is happening, Knockdown, suddenly a bright flame erupts behind you and a flaming spear erupts and it starts heading right for you. I need you to make a dex save.
Is he within 30 feet of me?
Yeah, I would say so. You guys are pretty close.
Okay, quick question.
Yep.
So 7 would be near me. He is unable to be surprised.
Okay.
And he also has deflect attack.
This isn't an attack.
Okay,
It's an area of effect, but you can add +5 to your save.
great.
11, you fail.
No. Well,
Okay.
Okay, you take. Hold on.
Naomi tried to throw up this like mixture of powder, like just like it was a ball that exploded like right around you, but it just didn't work.
You take
So
9
I'm
fire
assu- I-
damage, and I need all of you to roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh no.
You said 9.
No.
Do you want to put us
Nine.
on the screen?
I'm just there's no real map, so we're just gonna do this in our heads. I'm gonna write down the initiative.
I
Okay.
mean, I think you could still put up initiative even though we're
Yeah.
not on a real map.
Oh, what map? I don't even know where you guys are. I'm not even.
We're just on the home screen right now.
Run us fire.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Here, let me clear all this then. Yeah, I mean that's fine. Do that. Let's do that.
Well, yeah,
I'll just
why
add a
have to
rank.
be why have to be old school and like write it down? Who writes things down?
I like writing things down.
That's not. I mean, to be fair, I do have real post-it notes in my office, so.
Okay, everybody got their initiative up.
Mhm.
It went. That was its first turn. And then Zilch and Zilch. No, why is there 2?
I don't know.
And
I'm gonna delete one of them.
Oh,
All right, and then wait, who are we missing? Knockdown,
Mm.
Cesaria, Little Bite.
everybody.
No, just Little Bite and Naomi.
And the flaming spear.
It's on there. I have him on there. You can't see him.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm on there.
Yeah, this fear just suddenly basically appears behind you, knocked on, and just crashed into you, and looks like it's just trying to get at you. Yeah.
I have a 14 for initiative, and I can't put it in the tracker. So
14, I got you. Oh, it's up there.
I don't know why I couldn't edit that myself.
Actually, I got that. So you're up. You just see
Naomi.
this, and Little Bite was in front of you trying to lead the way, and this thing just appeared behind you.
Naomi is also not in the turn order, but
Yeah.
What'd you get, Naomi?
A 10.
That's fine. You're going last. No problem.
Yay.
okay, so Knockdown gets attacked by a flaming sphere. Okay. I guess I turn around and cast Dispel Magic.
At what level?
That's what
Third.
I was gonna do.
It suddenly disappears with a.
Nice.
That was easy. I don't know. I went to.
Heads up, everyone. Obviously, something is afoot.
Well, it was more like it was a float.
Something is afloat. Good. That's a
Or
good
like
call.
a
Thank you.
flame.
That's
Anyways, I'm gonna lead for a second if that's cool. I don't know what that was, but I'm glad. Thanks for handling it. I suppose.
Little bite.
Yeah.
Hatch. I'm just gonna throw you a potion of boldness. Use it like when shit's going down because it doesn't last very long.
Okay.
Okay. So Little Bite.
So I'm gonna start leading.
Yeah, you start leading. Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation. (24) natural 20.
Wow, kidding myself.
I'm so good at finding stuff, guys.
You start jogging. You almost get down to all fours. This is calling to you. This is something that you've been looking for. This is something that you've
Wanted.
wanted and have been and feeling in your life. You guys are you guys running behind her? I mean, she's
French
pretty much
fries.
all out sprinting at this point, dashing as far
Yeah.
as she knows.
Okay. Sure.
You running? I mean, you run for a good 5 minutes.
Why are we running this long? Why can't we just
Skidding,
walk swiftly?
and you've noticed, Zilch, you've noticed this more than anything. She's kind of
Mhm.
gone off the main path. She's heading up the mountains a bit. You're almost like you're on all fours and you're like climbing over some rocks, and you finally get to a ledge, and in front of you lays a dark, open cave. And this is what you've been sensing.
Gonna get to the top and just be like, so I don't really know why I'm running. I feel like I gotta run. I gotta go fast. So like,
Yeah,
so
cool. Yeah,
I gotta-
hold on. Stop. Take a
I gotta
breath.
go in here.
Why are
Stop,
we
take a
doing
breath.
this?
Why are we here?
I don't know.
Hey,
I gotta
Ghost?
go in.
Can we
Why do you have to go in?
Do you ever
Can we
get like
go-
a feeling? Like,
No,
does
we
your
go to-
God
Yeah,
ever
they're
make you
usually bad
feel
ones.
things?
could we go to the
Little bite
Sunstones
also need you to
instead?
make a DC wisdom save throw.
Okay.
Is she always like? I mean, I actually, this is a dumb question. Of course, she's always like
8.
this.
Okay,
Damn,
no
that
big deal. Anyway,
sucks.
keep going. You keep doing what you're doing.
What's with the +6? God damn.
Okay, so LB, I mean, maybe it's not a god calling you in there. Maybe it's something bad calling you in there. Maybe we
Yeah.
should just keep on the path to the Sunstones.
Do you guys just want to
Because-
leave me here, or
No, I don't want
No.
That
Why
is
would-
a bad idea.
you swallow fireballs. Why would we want to leave you here?
I do. They're very tasty. They're kind of spicy.
Yes, I
they're
remember
kinda
I remember
spicy.
you saying that. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's probably more
Little bite,
fireballs.
do you
this
look in
way.
the cave a little bit?
Yeah, I just want to stay my facing. I'm just gonna like
Oh god.
Roll a
do
perception
the,
check
like,
for me.
thing that cats do when they're like down,
Yeah.
like slinking along the ground.
Just
Perception?
Perception.
sneaking. Kind of like what your nephew's
Well, I mean-
doing right now.
11. I
11.
have a passive perception of 21, but
So here's what, but you start. I mean, you're not really going in yet. It's kind of hard to see from out here, but you swear to God, you see a pulpit in the center,
pulpit.
like, and it rings a bell,
pulpit. Okay.
like something you might have seen before.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go up to Zilch and I'm just gonna be like, so remember when I like woke up and I told you I had that crazy dream?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
the courtroom.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure that's in there.
No, this is a cave.
No, can you look with your eyeballs and
I'm-
see?
Okay, I will look with my eyeballs.
Look
That
up
is
your
cave.
You look in, you
Yeah,
see a pulpit in the center of the room.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm gonna look in. I'm looking with my eyes. I see a cave, and oh shit.
What? What? Does everybody see it?
There's
Are you guys all?
a-
I mean, you guys aren't in, right? You're just kind of peering in from the edge right now.
There's no way that's the courtroom.
I don't know. Why
You
does
start
it
going
look like
closer?
it's the courtroom? Why?
Why
Is
is there a
it-
courtroom in the desert?
What
Why do
wasn't
I
that a
have to-
bad dream?
Why do I have to? I don't know. I mean, I
That
had
brings
a
up
great
my
time.
point, Zilch. I mean, to anybody's little bite. What normally talks to you, little bite?
A lot of things talk to me.
Would you say they are on a good
Sometimes.
scale, a bad scale?
Sometimes they're good, and sometimes I can't tell.
The dreams are good or bad? With the
Well, I mean,
courtroom.
I didn't die in them, so they can't be bad.
Okay, did
Well,
anybody die in them?
Skeletons one time. This one time there was a lot of skeletons. And my
Okay, so
hammer
skeletons died.
did these like crazy awesome things that it doesn't do in real life.
Okay. We weren't in any of these dreams, right?
No, it was just me.
Okay. All right. Let's all go in let's play this smart, right?
I'm
We
gonna go
can-
first.
Let's go in. Let's all go in as a group.
Yes.
I'm gonna go first.
Okay. Protect each other. Yeah, you can go first.
All right, let me do this then.
I mean, I could just like pop right in. I don't.
No.
You're gonna pop
This
it
is
in.
how
Do you wanna
people die.
become-
So this is just the outline of the cave, but I'm gonna I'm gonna describe it as you enter. But this way, you guys can put yourself in an order at the bottom, so I know what you guys are, your marching order, if you will.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. Do I?
Yeah, it's entering from over there. So little, but
We
you start.
kind of like come down this like
start coming in,
wavy
and-
hallway.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much.
Hey, little bite. Do you if you're are you going in alone? Really?
I don't know. I don't know why I
Where's
have to go in the tank.
oh wait, Naomi, we'll get Naomi in a second.
Oh no, I have her. I can put her in.
Okay, perfect.
I don't know why I have to go in here. I just feel like if I don't go in here, I don't know what will happen.
Okay, yeah, we're all gonna go in together. We're all gonna go in
So-
together. Watch each other back.
Whoa,
Yeah.
speak for yourself.
So you
Okay.
see
Why are
it,
we going into this sketchy cave?
you
To
see
protect Little Bite.
Okay.
Oh, she talks to like okay. Well.
you walk in, little bite. This is a courtroom of your dreams. The
What is
high
it doing
pulpit
here?
sits on the edge. The seats sit behind you with a book laying on the front, just like you remember, except there's not a single person in this room.
I'm just gonna walk in and I'm gonna be very, very like cautious, and I'm just gonna reach behind me and yank my hammer out of the ether behind me and drag it along the ground behind me.
Okay.
Like drag it
As
through the ground. Like
You hear
As she does that, I'm gonna be like, "Is there something? Is there something? Do you see something?"
I don't know. There were people here in my dream and now there's no people. But why is
Okay.
it here? Why is
Okay.
why is the courtroom here? Why is the courtroom real?
Okay, look, if you start to see
Are you-
something, you tell us.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is getting worse. by
roll an
the
investigation check, little bite.
second.
Little bit, you start walking. You're about halfway in now, we'll say.
Damn.
What'd you get?
A 1.
This is an eerie place. You slowly case the joint, touching. Is that where everybody is in here, by the way?
I would be ahead of everybody, yeah.
So you slowly casing the joint, checking it. It's weird. If you close your eyes and open them, not looking at your friends, you get that shivers, like you're not sure if you can wake up. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Is she within 30 feet?
Yeah. Are you? Hold on. No. Are you in the back?
I'm right by Zilch.
Oh, yeah. 17.
Hold on, let me read what the thing is to make sure.
If you're near me, then yes, because I am specifically staying within 30 feet of Little Bite.
Would you roll 17?
Yeah. Do I get anything for being near Naomi?
Yeah, hold on.
That's fine. You saved anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not. It doesn't even.
You're not, but suddenly, as you kind of move through, heading through,
Oh shoot! I should just make these. Oh fuck. Okay.
suddenly, as you get to the far side,
Is the book still unattended?
yes, it is.
Can I
That-
go to the book?
Go ahead. You open it up.
Do I recognize anything on it?
It's totally blank. Every page in it is blank.
I was gonna say, can I flip through the pages to see if there's anything in it?
Blank, 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 blank. As this happens, and you get suddenly 2 large tentacles erupt on the far side as this entire fake courtroom scene disintegrates around you, and a giant large head with giant tentacles and a screaming mouth screams out in a shrieking cry. And I already have initiative for everybody, so we're just gonna jump right into it.
Shit, I have to go to
Woo!
the bathroom. I have to go to the
Okay,
bathroom.
I'm
Can I
not-
pee real
We are
quick?
I'm not
about
in
an
that.
hour in before we get into this. Do we want to move
Yeah,
to
Need to use
break?
the potty.
Yeah, use a potty, but be quick about it because I got a lot to get through. So
Yep.
5 minutes potty break, and we'll be right
5-minute
back to it.
break?
Yep.
We're going.
And welcome back. Thanks for hanging tight for a quick break. We're gonna dive right into it. We got initiative, and it actually rolled a 16, and its dex is -1. So Zilch, you see this thing appear. Oh wait, I need to make an attack on Little Bite. Sorry, I had a surprise round because you didn't know it was there. So give me 1 second. As a multi attack, 2 tentacle. It was 10 feet away, so it only gets its 2 tentacle attacks. So we're gonna do 1.
It's weird.
And then 14 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And a 9 to hit. 14 only hits.
Yep.
Please make a. And the target, you're grappled. You take. $10 damage. And you are restrained. And that's its whole turn when it's next to you. So, all right, that was his surprise round. Now we're at the top of the round. Zilcher up.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. It actually, no, because it had a whole round. I'm sorry. One more thing. It would have moved closer, so it would have taken this bite as well because it has actual movement. It started close to. So we'll do this. Sorry. We're gonna do the bite isn't crazy, but it's chop 24. Ooh, that's actually not crazy.
What kind of a creature is this, by the way?
It's this
No, it
large
has tentacle.
tentacles head. Well, not. I mean, do you want me to just be meta about it?
I mean, is it a beholder?
No, it's not. It's a large. No, it's not a beholder. It's a mouth and weird spines on its tentacles that kind of suck in and get into you, like stick into you. It's called a Balhanoth. Balhanoth.
Oh,
It's
okay.
It's in Morning Cannons. If you want to check it out. But anyway, don't be too mad about it. But that's his turn. Zilch, what's going on? Sorry about that.
Um,
I took 33 damage.
Oh, it's terrifying.
33 damage, yes.
I'm sorry. What?
As it smashes its giant toothy mouth into you as it's trying to basically eat you
Wow.
as a.
okay. I'm going to
What the?
shit. I'm gonna go right in front.
Lured you in, Little Bite. Lured you right in.
I'm gonna jump right in front of Little
Yeah.
Bite. I am going to do 4 unarmed, or I'm gonna do 2 quarterstaff strikes, then flurry of blows.
Okay.
First one. 11.
11 does not hit. 23 hits. Oh yeah, use your Hellish Rebuke too, please.
Yeah, I do. I would like to. Sorry, I forgot I have it.
No, it's okay. Roll while Zilch. Keep going. Wait, I can do both.
That is 7, and I would like to add Hand of Harm to that, which is an.
Did you roll all your
extra
attack rolls? Oh, you're just doing. Okay, fair enough. Next time, try to do all your attacks at once if you can. But go ahead. Do your damage.
Oops, that is plus 5, so that would be 9 more necrotic damage.
So 9 and 7.
Yep.
29
then-
damage.
9. So that's. And then another 16. So that's. Okay. I mean, you guys are slaying into this thing, but it's still standing.
And then flurry, I'm gonna do. That's a 12 to hit.
That misses.
Okay, and then for my second hit, I'm going to turn around and just try and shove Little Bite away, using a Hand of Healing.
Well, you have to make 2 attack actions, right? With
With
your unarmed strike for your
Yeah.
bonus for your.
Nope. Hand of Healing. I'll read it. When you use your flurry of blows, you can replace one of the unarmed strikes with the use of this feature without spending an extra key point for the healing.
Okay, perfect. So, but you can't push her back. You just say symbolically doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, understood.
Putting my
Understood.
hand on
That,
her,
that
being like, "Go."
I got you. I'm following because she's technically grappled, but that makes sense. So go ahead. Roll your healing for her. Okay.
9.
Is that your turn?
So you heal for 9, and that was my action, my bonus action. And I'm not gonna move because I don't want it to take an opportunity on me.
Okay. So as you do this, it's going to use at the end of your turn. It's going to use a legendary action to teleport over here to get out of your striking range with Little Bite grappled.
I was gonna say, is it taking me with them?
Sure does.
Oh, I didn't know you were
Hey,
grappled.
Wait.
Yeah.
Shit.
And then the next, then it's its turn. So it's going to make its attacks on you, Little Bite.
Yeah.
23 to hit,
Yep.
17,
Yep.
and Jesus, man,
Man, you're
never
probably gonna
roll.
knock me out with this.
I never roll good.
Well, you're probably gonna knock me out. So
All right, here we go. 6.
Not close enough.
Don't worry, there's healing.
5 damage,
That's it.
15 damage.
Spoke too soon. Wow, you just did it, lowest and highest.
And 9 damage.
that's it. I'm out.
You fall limp in its arms. That's the end of its turn, though. Little Bite, roll a death save.
Great.
Whoo. It wanted you.
17.
Pass. That's your turn. Knocked on, you're up. You just watch as this thing appeared out of nowhere and just terrorized your friend.
Don't worry, little bit. You're gonna be fine.
I don't know if friend is the right word, but
Think
companion would
about
work.
it. My dumbass deserves to die here.
I'm going to.
That's what it does, Little Bite. It was so good. It was
That's
so
what she
flavorful.
does. I don't know.
I love it. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to kill you. I promise.
No, you're fine.
Are you though?
I'm not. I really mean it.
I'm just going to
Drama.
immediately fire twice.
Lighter over there.
Up, so 3 times. Ignore the last one.
Snarky pistol. I love that.
Okay. What is it to hit? Can you just read them off
So-
to me so I don't, because I don't
So
know.
the first one was a crit, 30 somehow.
Okay.
Second one was 16.
16 misses.
So that's 15 piercing. And then I'm going to attempt to run closer, and 7 will do the same.
Okay. How much damage was it altogether? 15.
15.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean,
wait, I rolled damage twice for the first one because it was a crit. So that's 15 and then another 12. So
Nice.
27.
12 on top of that. Perfect.
Yep.
Okay. I love it. Oh, yeah. I mean, you're just smash. This thing screams out as it suddenly, it doesn't have any eyes, you notice either. It just suddenly you feel a link knocked on where it mentally turns and looks or senses you. At the end of your turn, it is going to drop Little Bite as a legendary action. And
Dropping me is a legendary action. So
Legendary.
I think actually dropping something is a free action.
Nope,
So-
you already said it.
I'm done
It's a,
playing
le-
with
it's a
now.
legendary free action.
All right, fair enough. No, that's fine. I'll use up a
No, you're
legendary
fine.
action for it to drop. No,
no, you're fine. We're just
No,
we're
it's
talking
actually-
about
it's gonna-
Little Bite being a mic.
it's
So,
gonna
like,
drop you
like
and it's gonna
mic drop.
vanish. It's gonna drop you and it's gonna turn invisible, and it's just gonna leave you on the ground, totally invisible. And that's its legendary action. Sorry, you're up.
Well, now that I can't see it, now that really
And I
puts
did, and
a puts a damper on those what I have to do.
Oh, if you look on the stream, you can see it.
nice.
I'm just kidding.
Green Washington over here.
How many points did you need? 4,039.99. Sorry,
Oh,
Worth the joke.
kidding.
well, since I can't do what I was going to do, then I guess I'm going to cast cure wounds to get my girl LB back up. So that's 6.
Little bite, you come back to coughing on the ground.
She can, if
Is that-
we're out of combat, she can take.
Oh, you're in combat.
Oh, okay.
100%.
Wait,
Is there anything else you want to do? Sorry, it just vanished. It just turned invisible.
Yeah, and I really, really don't like that, but I don't know what else I would do.
Where are you,
so
Cesaria?
I'm like out by the hallway.
Oh.
I'll come a little bit more to the open. Yeah.
Cure wounds
that's-
is touch.
Is it? Shit.
Yeah.
It would be healing word if you were gonna try to do the.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess
You
we'll
can still do it. Just roll the healing word healing.
Because I wouldn't be able to. Well, no, if
Just
I use my feline agility, I would be able to get over to her. So
Yep, that's true.
Oh, awesome.
Perfect.
cool.
All right, so that's your turn.
C.
All right, at the end of your turn, suddenly it's gonna appear right in front of you because it didn't move anywhere, and it's gonna make its bite attack against you, Zasaria.
Wait, do I get
Great.
a turn?
Hmm?
Do I get a turn?
It's using a legendary action
Okay,
at the end of
cool.
her turn.
Cool.
A natural
Okay,
one. It just
sorry.
kind of chomps out at you, but can't seem to touch you because of your feline agility. You're just too quick. Now it's your turn, Naomi.
Too quick.
Oh, alright.
That's all through its legendary actions this turn. Though.
Okay, so I'd like to move right over here. I believe that little bite is still within 30 feet of me perfectly. I'm gonna go, little bite, feeling good? And I'm just gonna hold
Just
up
blood.
I've had worse.
You're just gonna get 10 points of healing from my bonus action healing word. And I'm gonna, good, you're gonna wanna see this. And I'm gonna go, I'm gonna pull up my 2 electromagnetic like gloves, and I'm gonna cast Flaming Sphere again. I'm gonna throw the dust like right underneath it. And so it starts engulfing his entire midsection.
Is that a cantrip?
No, bonus action for healing word action.
But you can't cast 2. You have to if you're casting a 2nd level spell, you have to cast a cantrip. You can't cast 2 level spells. What has to be a cantrip?
Even if it's a bonus action.
Even if it's a bonus action.
Hmm.
You can cast like a fire bolt or something.
Does it look like I have any sort of damaging spells besides like a few? No. So that's all I'm going to do then. Well, actually, I guess I have a crossbow. Sure. I'll pull that one out, and then
You're gonna want to see this plink.
Pink.
we think.
Nice. I'm just gonna be like,
There you go.
"You're doing
Perfect.
great."
Yeah. Is that a 10
thought
to
I was
hit?
gonna be able to do something way cooler. Wait till
It
next
just
time.
glances off its armor. It doesn't even recognize you because it can't see anything. It just its focus is still on you. Knocked on. After you did that last thing to it. Is that your turn?
Yeah, it's absolutely on my turn.
Okay. Initiative count 20, layer action. I need you knocked on to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Got it.
19, you save. You feel yourself suddenly almost become incorporeal and almost shoved closer to him. Like it almost flashes like you're there, but you suddenly resist and keep your actual composure where you were. Zilch, you're up.
All right. As a bonus action, do I have any bonus action things? Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna do a healing word first level at LB, which is a D4 plus 5. So that's 6 healing on LB. And as an action, I am going to use my emboldening bond on.
That's a cantrip, right?
Huh?
That's a cantrip, right?
What, emboldening bond?
Yeah.
No, it's a
Because isn't healing word you just
it's a
cast healing?
class. It's a class feature.
I got you. Understood.
I'm using my emboldening bond on myself, Zasaria, Nocton, and can I use it on 7?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
As a
And-
creature.
On 7 then. So for the next 10 minutes, we can add a D4 to any attack roll, ability check, or a saving throw once per turn.
Break out my post-it note plus a D4.
Plus a D4.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah. Movement. I'll move over here.
Okay. It now seeing Little Bite as a non-threat, it's gonna look at the next thing closest to it that ran right up in front of it, and it's gonna take its multi-attack against you, Zasaria.
Goodbye.
Tentacle
That's why
attack.
we lost the cats.
Remember that time we lost the cats? 19 to hit. That's the first
That does
tentacle.
hit.
You're grappled by it, so this thing sticks into you, and now you're like, as you feel the same thing
Well,
that
shit.
Little Bite felt as it's struck against you. The next tentacle is gonna be a 26 to hit. Shit. And the last bite is gonna be a 19 to hit.
Yeah. Yep.
So for the last one, I'm gonna throw up a protective field and attempt
bite?
to
Perfect. Go ahead.
attempt to deflect it. Just want to make sure I'm rolling it right.
Understood.
1d6 plus 5. Okay.
That's the one to do the bites, the nasty one.
So 9. That is reduction of 9 damage.
9 to hit.
A reduction of 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay, so it still does the damage. Okay, perfect. So we'll do the tentacles first. God, I love doing damage to people. 23 damage. I never get to actually hurt you guys.
Is
You
that
guys-
for all of them?
No, that's just the first 2 tentacles.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
What do you think this is? The Holiday Inn?
32 damage for the bite attack. So 55 damage
Minus
altogether.
9.
In -9 as it
That's
just
what
tears
was-
into you as this thing just sucks you with this tentacle, it sucks you with another one, just take the giant chunk out of you.
That's 45 total.
40.
46.
Oh, 46, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you still up?
I'm still up.
Ooh. Little Bite, you're up and conscious.
Okay,
And you
so
just
I'm
watch
gonna-
as Zasaria was like, I got you, and this thing just appeared and was like,
Guys, like I got you.
Yeah. I'm gonna sneak around it so I'm in the back of it. And I just want to be like, you fucked up when you stopped paying attention to me. And I'm gonna hit it with my hammer.
Hit it.
Sorry.
Love
19.
watching things get hit by hammer. 19 hits.
And I would like to pump smite into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a Lockdon?
I'm whatever I want to be. Yeah.
I love it.
So this is a staggering smite as well. So this is it's a DC 15 save.
Does
hold
it-
on.
Wait, what am I making a save
Wisdom
for?
Save. So
A wisdom
staggering
save?
Smite is
You got it.
Next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack.
10.
So deals 46 psychic damage, and the target has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks and can't take reactions until its next turn.
Woo! Do your damage.
So
That's gonna be huge.
this is that's fucking, are you fucking kidding me?
What?
Wow. So
No.
Ooh.
that's my fucking hammer attack. That sucks.
Oh, still damage.
I basically sneezed on the back of his neck.
I mean, we are in a pandemic, so that is pretty gross.
It is pretty disgusting. You're not wrong. Okay, 46. 16.
Ooh,
And I'm gonna hit it again.
hit it again.
22.
Okay. 22 hits.
6.
He is looking rough,
And I would like to use
bloodied,
my
if you will.
bonus action to cast Armor of Shadows.
You got it. As this, they just coalesce around you from the blood and fear that's around you. Your fur stands on end as
Yeah,
you
I'm
just are
sweating
hammering on the
right
back
out.
of this thing, and it just screeches out. At the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action to teleport over here with Zasaria.
Cool. Great.
Knockdown, you're up.
Okay. Hmm. It's gonna be interesting. So this is gonna be a mechanics question. This is for the DM specifically. I have the ability to do a psionic strike, which is after I hit an enemy. It does not specify whether it is melee or ranged. But
What is it's in Tasha's, right?
Does the ability have a
What's
range?
what's the ability on it?
so hold on, I'll just there you go.
Yeah, within 30 feet. So
Yeah. Yeah, so obviously it's
I would
ranged.
say that it could be a ranged attack as well.
Yeah, as long as
Okay,
it's
great.
within 30 feet.
Great. Okay, so I'm gonna run forward
Respect. Sure.
here with a 7, and I will do I'm going to shoot once. Does a 29 hit?
Sure does.
So that's 8 plus what is it? D6.
Did the actual pistol ask that? Is that like the snarkiness?
Yeah.
The pistol's like, does
So that's
29 hit?
8 plus 2 plus 5, so can't do
2 plus
math. 15.
Altogether?
15 damage for the first hit. Yeah. And then I'm going to throw a firebolt at it for my sec. Can I do an attack and a cantrip, or does it have to be the same
No,
attack
you
for
take the
double?
attack action.
Yeah, a cantrip's a spell.
Got it. Okay,
It's
so
not an
I'll just fire again. Does a 20 hit?
It sure does.
Another 9 piercing.
Woo!
And I can only do the psionic strike once. So I think that is going to be my turn unless I don't know. I can't reach. That
Okay.
is it.
At the end of your turn, it's going to take a bite attack against you. The person has grappled. But has disadvantage, right? Right,
Hmm?
little bite?
Yes.
Or whoever did that?
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks.
10
and
does a
taking
10 hit you?
actions.
Zess?
No.
You're screaming as you wiggle out of the way. Its giant maw just comes down, chomp right next to your head, but you suddenly get out of its way. Now it's your turn, Zasaria.
So I'm no longer grappled.
No, you are still grappled.
I am grappled. I am just not chomped. Got it.
You just didn't get chomped.
Nice. So I am a very angry cat that does not want to be held right now. And I'm going to cast Primal Savagery.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What is that?
So my claws become extra razor sharp, and I do a big scratch, and it's a 23 to
Big
hit.
scratch.
Hits? Is that 9
For
damage?
9 acid
Woo.
damage. And
You're slicing into its face with your claws.
4 nibble damage.
Okay. I mean, you are tearing into it. It's starting to look rough. Part of some of the tentacles in the back are starting to slough off. Its face is getting torn apart and it's barely being lifted up, but I mean, it's still up. Is that your turn?
I believe that'll be all that I'm able to do for now.
All right, it's going to use its last legendary action on the end of your turn to try to chomp you one more time. It is
What a dick.
flailing. I mean, it wants to eat something. 12 to hit.
That does not. He whiffs again.
Whiff. Chomp. You're just, you almost, it's like you're scratching up its head. It can't think straight. Naomi, you're up.
All right, cool. Now I'm going to do the cool thing and put on my gloves that I already had prepared, and then whip out the ingredients for Flaming Sphere. And I will move first. So I'll move right up to here. And I will want to make sure that it's like, first off, it's 60 feet. So I want it to go like right here on the opposite side of where Zesaria is being grappled. Oh, no, whatever. It's a square. Suck it. All right, so can you make a dexterity save, please?
Seem to recall the dexterity was -1.
16.
Oh,
17 is what you had to beat.
I'm going to
baby.
use a legendary save.
Oh, well, whatever. I'll bait that out for now.
Come on, man. I got to use him at some point. No one's made him save yet.
Well, suck it. At least you have one. So, and then so is it second level or higher that you can't do it at the same time?
No, you can't cast a spell. You can't cast two spells in one round. It has to be a spell and a cantrip.
That's fine. That's fine.
If you're going off of Critical Role original rules, it used to let you do up to a second level spell. But if you actually go by the book, it's
That's
not.
fine. I wanted clarification.
Yeah, no
Alright,
problem.
So I'm now concentrating.
There's feats you could take where you can do 2 spells.
All right, cool. So I'm just gonna have Flaming Sphere up, and that's it.
Okay. Initiative count 20. Zilch, make a wisdom save for me, please.
18.
Again, your form flickers like it's almost being torn through the ether, but you stand your ground and don't get pulled closer to it.
None
Now
of
you're
that
up.
shit.
Cool.
All right.
It's a piece of work.
I'm going to fly up and around the back of this guy and take my 4 attacks.
Take him.
I love Angry Zilch.
23,
Be mad.
That
I
hits.
can't wait to
Fair.
get all of that. anger
17.
at
Just
me.
hits.
28,
Hits.
Talk about Zilch.
26.
Oh man, 4 hits.
So that's 2 of these. 21 with a
21 damage.
that's 21 for the first 2, and then 15 for the second
Oh,
2.
Zilch, how do you
and-
want to complete this transaction,
Oh,
buddy?
okay. Angry
Wait, hold
Zilch.
on. You were supposed to take half damage from my sphere if you saved. Sorry.
Oh, so the first one would have killed him then.
Okay, then I don't
There you
use
go.
that key point. Yeah, so Zilch is just gonna fly up and like honestly probably just fly up and right over him and then just
Yeah.
And as you smash it, just kind of like screams out, flickers, hits the ground, and just kind of starts to like dissolve into nothing as little by the tentacles, or no, so sorry, I'm sorry, the tentacles fall out of you, and the holes are almost still in you as you can feel it intrusiveness and what it did to you as it kind of just and the
Can I,
whole
like,
room now
run and
doesn't look anything
catch
like.
her?
What'd you say?
Can I like run and catch her as she like gets dropped?
Yeah, for sure, and like get her
With your
before she.
cat-like reflexes.
Yeah.
And the 2 of you bloodied cats are together on the ground.
Very
And
romantic.
it doesn't look anything like it did before.
Nothing. It is a bad stone cavern.
I'm gonna like look at her and just be like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I don't even have the right magic to heal you, but I'm really sorry.
Yep. Yeah. Why did we come here again?
I don't know.
Let's not do this.
the important thing
anymore.
is we did it all safely. Like we came in together and That was a good thing, right?
Yeah, that would have been bad if it was just you.
Yeah, imagine if you ran in here by yourself.
Yeah, but then you guys wouldn't have gotten hurt.
Can I make can I still have this flaming sphere up? Can I make it a frowny face?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that would have been bad. And then
Yeah,
and
but
Yeah,
then-
then
like
you guys
that.
wouldn't have gotten hurt.
Yeah, let's
And you would
like,
have just died.
Yeah, but at
before we
least
do
my
this like
stupidity
again,
would've-
let's like, maybe like have some discussion before we go into random sketchy caves with
I'll try and remember that in the future.
As
So-
you're all
Sorry.
sort of surrounding Zasaria, I'm wandering around the cave, looking around, trying to find
sorry.
remnants of this beast.
Roll here. Actually, I'll put you step back on. I don't know
Is
why I
the
moved you.
book
Sorry,
gone?
sorry.
Everything is gone.
Everything's gone. It was an illusion created
Wait.
from this. Roll a knockdown. Roll an Arcana check. Are you proficient in Arcana?
Yes.
History? Yeah, I had assumed so.
I took is that your background?
No, that's not. It's not even my background.
You're not
But I do
saying-
have. Oh, I have advantage on those rolls too because I have the.
I mean, 26 was not. But see what? Come on.
What does it make it?
Wait, hold. Wait, what?
Oh no, I was talking about
No. So this is Abal Hanath. It's some aberration that comes through when the realms get shifty and things get wonky. It's from the Shadowfell, and it uses the hopes and dreams of people to lead them to an unsavory feat. And the whole concept behind this thing is that it literally will change the region around it to draw in weary travelers and make them have their greatest desires so it can then eat them.
Wow. So your greatest desire is to be in a courtroom?
So it's not really the courtroom that's important. There's like the last time I was here, I think I saw somebody that like might have been important.
Like who?
I didn't see his face, so I don't really know.
Well, who are you looking for? Like, why would he be important?
I mean, there's a lot of people that might be important.
I mean, that's fair, but I'm just curious.
I wish I had more answers, but I don't know.
So I have a question. What does this make what's the tally of things that call you to them and them being good or bad?
I would say this is definitely on the bad list. Yeah.
Well, obviously it's bad, but what does
Like,
it make?
what's the ratio?
Yeah, like
Of
if the
like
scales are
bad
tipped in a
to
direction,
good.
I'd say like tomato.
That's not an answer.
I
That's
mean,
not a ratio.
Yeah, it's not even close,
It is if
actually.
you decide to say them in equal measure.
What did it say? Tomato.
If you would, no, don't let her deflect.
So a tomato is actually this really, really interesting fruit
yeah.
that you put in milkshakes.
No.
I see.
What in
Okay, so we can all assume that it's in the bad corner because why else would she be deflecting?
Why else would you be putting a tomato in a milkshake?
No,
Yeah.
wrong. You put a tomato in a milkshake, not a tomato.
Like a Bloody Mary?
I sometimes ask
Yeah.
myself.
Are you guys
how I
chatting as
ended
you
up
head
with
out
this-
towards Eldad's?
Yeah.
Does anybody need like little buddy? Are you okay? So sorry. Are you okay? Do you need any more?
No,
deals?
I'm
pretty
not
sure some of my
okay, and
organs
I'm
stopped moving.
real confused.
Okay, well here,
Yeah,
where does it hurt the most?
Here,
Probably all the
here,
puncture wounds.
here, my
Okay.
knees, my head,
Well,
my
if we-
back.
Can we just like pull up to someplace safer and then I can like dress these wounds?
Yeah. I mean, it can wait a little bit as long as we don't go into any more tentacle caves.
Yeah, let's try and
Seemed
get to
like
the
a good idea at the
Sunstones.
time.
I would really like to get to the Sunstones sometime before Tomato.
Leave.
I am especially confused.
Ah.
Bye.
So, I mean, you guys can take a short rest before you head on out. If you want to use some of your hit dice, nothing's going to come get you.
Nope. No.
I'm fine. I didn't get touched. Zilch, you're
Um,
gonna get your head after that pun though.
I'll take a short rest.
Yeah, I would like a
I
short rest.
will as well.
Yeah.
So you guys spend an hour in this cave after you cleaned it out. Little bite, you just thinking over the past couple minutes and just trying to shake your head. I mean,
Can I pull my hammer out while I'm like doing the short rest?
yep.
Can I just like shake it and just be like, why did you bring me here? What is this? I'm just like shaking my weapon, just screaming at it.
I mean, you
Maybe not
realize
screaming, but like talking.
you
to it.
realize now, and it's well, roll an insight check
Mm.
while you during this downtime.
Maybe I have a suggestion.
18. So I mean, you're kind of realizing that you weren't necessarily called here. That was the doing of this monster. This just really puts out in front of you what you desire most, which is almost harder for you to realize than it is the fact that you're drawn here.
I'm still shaking my weapon.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You should. I just want you to understand, as long as
Yeah.
everybody understands.
So, what if the hawk that I was following was just an illusion from one of these things? What if we get to the Sunstones?
Maybe.
And it's
But
just
I
another
know
one
the
of these things.
Sunstones are oh, that's a trip. No, because I knew the Sunstones were here, and it like that's not what drew me here, and I didn't have any visions or any dreams that brought me here. So
Okay, maybe I'm just paranoid.
yeah, you pretty much are. Do you
What
wanna-
if Eldath has tentacles?
I
Then what are we
hope
gonna
she
do?
would
does.
not like that at all.
I really hope she does.
It's little by gigantic.
Over the
Oh,
next,
wait,
It's my ego, man.
I keep forgetting.
so over the next, 6 or 7 hours of traveling towards sundown, Zilch, you see it first. They kind of come over a cresting, and it's easy because you can see where the river flows down and where it comes. The distance, you can see the Sunstones of Eldath. Wondrous, and they're floating and spinning. The tales you heard and the vision you had when you were far out was not. These Sunstones look like when you were close. The water that was trickling seems like it's almost splashing off of 2 of the Sunstones, and you can see we're in the basin where the water would collect and run down this great river is nothing more than a winding stream. I mean, it looks a couple miles out still in the distance, but this is definitely where you're headed.
So I think Zilch would see the giant floating rocks up in the sky, and he would just take off flying. And then like after a couple seconds, he'd be like, "Oh wait," and he'd turn around and be like, "Okay, that's them.
So like,
Let's
how do we?
I don't know. We can figure it out when we get there."
Okay.
Naomi's crying, clutching her like Eldath book, because she's just awestruck at like
Oh
that she's
Lord.
actually here.
I am confused as to the display of emotions that I see. What is happening?
What do you mean? It's just so beautiful. It's just like, where else does this exist? Ever?
I do not know. Tell me.
No, nowhere. That's what it's what makes it beautiful.
I see.
It's this is like the only place that this exists. Eldath's grace brought it here.
I see.
I mean, to be fair, we were on like a whole island where entire parts of the island just moved around. So
Okay,
Yeah.
but this is different. This is supposed to happen.
This has history that dates like hundreds of years ago.
This is God magic.
Whatever you guys were talking about sounds like a whole different bunch of shit.
Can this god help me find a way back to my plane?
No,
Mate, I mean,
maybe you could always meditate. Speaking of Zilch, what are you gonna meditate on when you get there?
oh shit, I hadn't even thought about that.
French fries.
Yeah, because like that's like the whole bit. We got like a whole week's worth of meditation to do.
Knocked
I'm
on.
sorry. Do we all have to? I didn't sign up to do a week's worth of meditation.
Oh,
Do
you
we
guys
all have to
don't.
do that?
That does not sound enjoyable.
Yeah.
Knocked
no,
on.
I don't
Imagine
wanna
like
do
the
that.
most peaceful, serene existence you could possibly imagine.
I don't know if I can handle
True peace.
serene.
Where are you?
I am probably at home in my lab creating weapons of destruction.
Okay, maybe she might not go for that. maybe she won't. I don't know, but
that's the whole destruction bit. That's
Yeah, maybe minus the destruction part.
I mean, you almost had it.
can they be? I don't know. Actually, I don't want to compromise on
So
that.
you guys work your way closer, discussing these capabilities. They're hanging thousands of feet in the air. There's 4 large ones that stand almost across from each other, making a square, and then a bunch of smaller ones that kind of like work their way up and spin and almost twist around. There's different lifts and cables that are strung out beneath them, and at the very bottom in the center, you guys see a small little couple hovels, a few tents, and zilch. You notice in the center, the altar that you remember seeing your dragonborn friend open his eyes.
Is he
As
there?
you get closer, he is sitting with his eyes closed and meditating as your party slowly approach.
So about that etiquette thing there.
What do you
If
mean?
I think at this point I would like to like motion for everyone to just kind of like hang back for a sec.
Well, I can't go.
What whether you do or not, it's up to you. But hold up, and I'm just gonna like approach.
Before he opens his eyes, before you even get there, you hear him say in a low rumbling voice, "Well, we've been waiting for you. It's good to officially meet you." And his eyes open. He kind of stands and turns. There's fire smoldering behind him. This large winged bronze dragonborn turns to you and says, "Welcome to the Sunstones. My name is Shepherd Torga."
Shepherd, what? I'm sorry.
Torga, Torga.
Pen doesn't work. Fuck.
I'm sorry. What was that? Can you speak up?
I see you brought some friends with you.
I didn't. I did. That wasn't actually like.
No, he talks to Zilch when he says this as you're shouting over his shoulder.
Oh, I wasn't shouting. I
Oh,
was-
okay, fair enough. But he
Yeah.
still says that. He goes, "It
It's
looks like
just-
you brought some friends. How was the trip?"
Yeah. Perilous. I suppose would be a good word for it.
Things.
Little tentacly.
May my friends approach.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Shepherd Torga. Welcome to the Sunstones.
Hi.
We are a small conclave of Eldith priests and priestesses. You can call us shepherds if you like. And you guys see around, there's a few smaller children and a few other creatures that are walking behind. It seems that they're pretty thin. There's a water genasi, a kenku. You see an arakoa, a rock. I can never say that.
Aarakocra.
Aarakocra. Thank you. Also sitting and walking around. He says, "I hope you're here to help us."
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess absolutely. What do you need?
Well, I don't know. These sunstones have been here for thousands of years, set into the sky from Eldath itself. We represent all 4 of the elements of this plane: earth, fire, water, and air. Each of these 4 stones, he gestures up to the 4 of them, are symbolic of each of them. Now, I'm not sure. I just know I'm here to help guide you for what you need to do. Eldath has pointed me in the direction of you. So while you're here, I think you should take some time.
Wait, me
That's it.
specifically?
No. Yes, you're the one
Wait.
who I've seen in my visions. Eldath flew you to me, didn't he?
Do you have a lot of visions?
Me?
Yes. Sorry. Naomi.
When Naomi, nice to meet you. Oh, and Eldath, follow it yourself, I see.
Oh, yes, of course. I'd like to.
Thank you for making the pilgrimage. When Eldath permits it, I see what she needs me to see. I am the one here that gets most of the visions. That's why I sit. And he gestures over to fire, and you realize now it wasn't a smoldering fire, it's incense that's burning in a large round area. And on the ground is some arcane, some nature glyphs that are inscribed in the sand around the ground where he was sitting. I'm here to help you get along on your visions. Now, I see the rest of you. Thank you for escorting him. I do, if you don't want to stay, though you are welcome, have a way I can get you back to the city you came from, as Faya. However, if you do choose to stay, you're welcome to wait and watch this, well, wondrous event happen.
What? Wait.
What event?
What event is about to happen?
Well, you see, and he kind of gestures he starts walking towards one of the smaller cliffs where there's like a cart that's like kind of weirdly attached to the ground. You can see as the rope and cable that brings it up to the first small is kind of spinning and moving and getting slack and then getting taut. He goes, you must spend a day meditating on each of the 4 stones.
All
Once
of
that's
us?
done, you're going to come back here and you're going to meditate on the visions you've seen. And then you'll sit in the middle and I will lead you in a final ceremony in which you'll hopefully connect with Eldath yourself.
Do we all have to do it?
No, you don't.
Excellent.
Thank
So when you
God.
say
I'm
hopefully,
just gonna pass LB some catnip.
He kind of nods his head. He goes, just follow me. And he walks up to what looks like a large sycamore tree that is standing off to the back of the Sunstones, sitting right near where the river, whatever's left of it, actually, same goes. I know of a place close to the city. You'll be able to make your way. Are you ready to go?
No, I'm not. I'm not leaving.
Oh, okay, cool.
No, I'm not going. I just don't want to sit and sleep on a stone
Understood.
for every day. Actually, you know what? That sounds pretty nice.
Wait, you
Is it
teleport
a really? Is it
people
like
through
a
the tree?
sunny stone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it like a? Is there
There's a
like
nice, like,
warm
sunspot?
Yeah,
Because, like,
They are
wait.
called the Sunstones, he says to you, as you watch as the sun trickling through seems to light the tops of them. He goes, when you're that high up, the sun
Oh,
actually
you
sets a bit
know.
later.
Oh, that's.
I mean, that sounds pretty nice.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm in.
I'll race you.
Zilch,
Just like
if you'll come
covered
with
in
me,
catnip, like
I will
go.
set you up in your honorary robes. And he starts walking into the one small shack that's sitting behind in the center on the ground.
Wait, we get
Z-
clothes.
Zilch just turns around and kind of, or turns his head and looks at Naomi like,
We
good.
get
Do
free
I get?
clothes.
Do I need some?
Do you follow him in?
Do I get? Do
Yeah.
I not get to go? Yeah, I'm obviously.
He just
following-
He walked- he said it to
if we're
Zilch and
sleeping
walked
on
in the room,
sunny
so-
rock.
So like Naomi's Naomi's like looking through her books, just I don't know about any robes.
I hope
Guys,
this
we
isn't
have
another one of those
clothes.
monsters.
We have clothes.
And then Zilch follows behind.
As he
I'm
follows, he
I'm
kinda
following
turns
close
around.
to the edge.
This is
You
pretty
walk
nice.
in and he seems to be going through a closet in the back of the small thing. He's pulling out these gray robes with 4 colors: gold, red, blue, and white slashed across the front of it. And he hands each one to each of you that follow in from behind. And he says, put these on and come follow me.
Ooh, I got the red
Alright.
one.
No, each robe has all 4 colors. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, got it.
I will don my.
Are they
robe.
like really plush robes?
They like
No, they're
they're
actually
gonna, like,
very
run a
plain.
nice
They're almost like really like linen, like rough linen robes. They don't seem very comfortable.
That's unfortunate.
Like monk
Is it
robes,
okay
basically.
if I'm like just naked then?
Yeah, can I be naked?
He kind of like looks at all of you and nods and goes, each person prays Eldath in whatever way they'd like. However, he kind of looks at you, Zilch. We're trying to find out some information. So I'm trying to have him really embody it. Whereas the rest of you, if you like to come along and enjoy it, you may wear what you like or not.
Yeah, you can take this this pillowcase back.
Doesn't
I'm gonna
really
sleep on
like
this
compliment
instead.
my fur.
Yeah, it itches. It's not very comfortable. So
Mhm.
is it as followers
Mhm.
of El
It, like, kind of,
do
like-
I have to like be comfortable? I don't know.
I
He
feel like
nods
I'll
it.
get a better experience if I'm real comfy.
Yeah, like
okay.
real comfy.
Well,
In,
if
like,
that's what you prefer.
You have anything softer or
Do you want me to cast like a silent spell on them? I do that all the time.
Do
I
they
can
do this
that.
often? He looks at
Yes.
you.
All the time.
They'll keep going if you let them.
Mhm.
have
Okay,
any
follow me,
snacks?
Zilch. And he kind of turns around and starts walking out the door.
Okay.
You guys all pile into the first cart, and as it like engages and starts to make its way, slowly wrenching its way up to the first sunstone. He goes, "This is the easiest stone to get to. From here it gets a bit tougher.
How tough?
Well, you'll see.
They just tell
Oh
us.
boy.
Well, there's a few spots we have to climb up in order to get to the next carts, and a few of the stones are a bit loose. But if you don't feel like making the trek, you're more than welcome to stay at the bottom."
Oh, don't worry. I don't plan on climbing anything. And I'm gonna look at Zelch and wink, and then like look straight down and like tug at my pants and pull up like and show that I have this little metal apparatus that looks like it's been affixed to my boots.
Okay.
I'm
And he
gonna-
starts.
Okay.
Which I'm gonna fly.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I've been working on it.
Same. Big same.
Well, yeah, you're born with them, which is like so cool. But like,
So is this guy.
yeah, I know.
So I don't think that our that knocked on would have followed up in the.
Fair enough.
Well, I likely would have gotten in, but I'm just sort of remaining quiet.
Easy enough. I mean, so as you guys, I need everybody to make an athletics check for the first part of this climb to the top of the stones.
Well,
It's not super hard.
What you say?
Are you rolling?
Athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, if it's acrobatics, then add 8 to that.
16. Easy enough. Naomi, you're the only one who fails. You just seem to be having a hard time getting up this next set of rock. cliffs.
What if I just cast fly?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. You could do that. I know you were going to say it, but I didn't want to assume.
Yeah. the
So as
second
you
that
seem,
I-
as
the
like
second
everybody
that
else
I
seems to like
encounter anything-
starts making the arduous journey up. You take like 2 rocks and they both break off and you fall back to your feet and you're just like, "Welp."
don't even remember why I was gonna try in the first place, and I'll just pull up my 2 controllers that go into my hands, and I will engage my jet shoes.
Perfect.
So I can fly around.
So
That's-
you guys
that's a
watch
neat
as he
trick.
yeah.
starts. Do you go all the way to the top of the far stone? I mean, you kind of, as you start going up, Torga's like, "It's the front's largest stone on the south side. We'll meet you at the top."
Okay. I'm a little shaky, but I can make my way.
For sure. I mean, he's just trying to help you out.
Definitely
The
not
rest of you
Iron
make
Man.
the climb and get on the next cart. It takes, about 35, 40 minutes to actually take all the carts in order to get to the top of the earth stone. Naomi, you were kind of waiting for a little while.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if I have the time to fly around, I'm gonna like fly around and like explore all the little stones and see if I can find anything cool while I wait.
Yeah, roll an investigation check. In the 10 minutes you have.
28.
You get a good view of each of these stones. You
Any
see,
cool like herbs or mushrooms that grow up here that I don't know.
okay,
Stuff for
I'll give
potions.
you, if that's what you were looking for, I'll 100% give you a flower that only grows on these sunstones that seems to be
Okay.
receding, and you get a good look at where the springs on each of these of the waterstone, and you can see how it's become small. You can see the wear marks of where it used to cascade off the side of it. You can see where it's actually cracked, and this is where you actually found that flower itself.
What color is it?
Um,
You can just, I don't care.
you well, yeah, you come up with something good. I believe in you, AJ. The rest of you finally make it up. Torga goes, "This is the earth stone, and this is their keeper." And you see a female Kenku sitting with his legs crossed in the center of the earth stone, sitting on a solid cylindrical rock that sticks out. Kind of opens his eyes, smiles at Torga, who smiles back, gives a nod, rustles his feathers, and stands up and walks towards the group. Closes his eyes, closes her eyes, I'm sorry, bows their head. Looks at the group and gestures to the different rocks that are out in the middle.
I
Zilch bows awkwardly.
No, he's
Torga laughs a little bit and goes, he's all about silence and respect. So.
Oh, I should have. Oh, okay. Okay.
And Torga, you watch as Torga kind of takes his sentiment, crosses his legs in the corner with his tail whipping around and closes his eyes while the rest of you get gestured over to different rocks.
Zilch, without saying anything, is gonna be like, he's gonna pull out his headphones of
He's
silence.
He's got something for this.
And then he's just gonna like follow the cue and just sit on a rock.
All right.
Do we all get a rock?
Yeah, there's a rock for each of you.
I'll just share a rock with LB. It'll be cozier that way.
Yep.
Zilch, I need you to roll me a religion saving throw. Religion check. There's no religion saving throw.
Religion saving throw. I'm trying to remember.
Sorry.
I did a lot of those when I was in Catholic
shit.
school.
That is a 7.
I need the rest of you to roll one as well. Why not?
Okay.
Well, how about this? The rest of you, because it's not going to be the same. I'll have each of you roll, not a religion. I'll have it be a wisdom saving throw to see if you
Saving
can.
throw.
Yes, to see if you can keep your eyes closed and.
What if I'm not trying?
Then don't roll anything.
Well,
14.
I'm gonna do it and intentionally fail.
So you're taking the 7.
Yes.
17. So Naomi, you're the only one who gets a feeling like
Whoa.
Eldath is with you in this stone.
Hey, girl.
Zilch, you do get a bit of a vision. It's hard for you to focus here. It's your first one, and your vision's blurry. Naomi, you get a piece of this too while you almost like you connect with Zilch, and the two of you start to go on a flight. You're going over a mountain range, but it's hard to tell what the range is. You think you're going south. The colors, they're green, then brown. Lots of brown. You hear cheering and celebrating and chants of something from underneath, but it's really hard for you to make out. Suddenly you open your eyes, you're back in your body. You watch as the cats are kind of like fidgeting in their seat a little bit. You're back.
Like
It's hard for you to really get a good connection.
running in my sleep, probably like.
What you
took me,
don't
like,
realize is after all this time, it's been about 3 hours that you've been sitting here, even though it feels like a couple seconds.
I
Sun is
say-
set, and you watch as Torgo opens his eyes and says, "That was a good first day. How'd you feel?" Oh, sorry, you were saying something, knocked on.
Yeah, I'm going to say your eyes were fluttering beneath your lids. It seemed as though you were dreaming or hallucinating.
You guys got drugs here?
A little
You're
bit of both.
hallucinating?
Little bite. What do you think I've been giving you?
It's great, honestly. A lot of it's great.
How was it, Zilch?
Zilch's headphones are on and his eyes are closed.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Can I use mage hand?
Oh,
to
so he still thinks, do you at any point, so he wouldn't know that you're not done. So I guess the question is, at any point, do you give the symbol that you're done with your
I don't know.
meditating?
I feel like
Like you would have came back, right? But but you're still with your eyes closed. You know you're in your own body, but you don't necessarily have to get up, and nobody would really know that you were done. So if you wanted to pretend like you're still meditating, then
he's not done yet. Don't bother him.
I don't know. Zilch should probably just be trying really hard.
I mean, if you want to stay, you can stay there all night. I mean, the sun sets, and at some point, Torga helps the rest of you get down off of these cliffs, unless you want to sleep up here. But he basically whispers to the rest of you, "I don't know how long it may take. But if you want a place to sleep, we can start again in the morning. Tomorrow we're gonna hit fire. And he kind of gestures to the next stone.
Can Naomi's gonna nod and then look back at Zilch and then like, can I creep up behind him and just kind of
Yeah, Naomi, you would kind of get the feeling that because you had a bit of the dream as well, so you would know.
I'd like to talk to him about that. So I want to come back and just give him like a really gentle, like I'm trying to wake you up in the nicest way possible, like shoulder, like nudge, to be like, hey, you awake?
Zilch would open his eyes and take off his, like he would see that everyone's kind of up and doing whatever, and he would take off his thing.
Hey, hey, you
Hey.
back? How you feeling? It's been hours.
I never wait. JT, did Zilch go anywhere, or was it just Naomi that had?
No,
the
it was
vision?
the both of you had this vision.
Oh, okay.
Naomi's feeding off of your vision. You're the one having the visions. Naomi's trying to tap into the visions that you're having.
I'm just
to see.
peripheral.
Oh, okay. I
To
thought
see if-
Naomi had the vision.
I'm sorry.
Okay, then yeah. After the vision, I would have opened my eyes and whatever.
So, you see anything? How was it?
We were like flying somewhere over mountains and stuff.
Green trees, right?
Yeah, green and brown.
Yeah, well, it was turning brown.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what it seemed like. It was green and then it was turning brown.
I was
And
like kind of fuzzy, like
Yeah, it wasn't very clear at all. Like, did you hear? I thought I heard voices, like chanting or yelling or something.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you want to stay up here all night, I'm down. I'm not gonna leave if you're not.
Zilch is gonna look at Torga and be like, "Is it okay for us to stay up here overnight?"
He smiles. Says, "Of course. We'll start early in the morning."
And then he's gonna look over at the Kenku and then back at Torga, like kind of just motioning, like, is she gonna be here all night?
The Kenku seems to have already made their way down. They're not up there when you actually look around to see if the Kenku is going to stick around.
All right. Yeah, I would like to stay here tonight.
Yeah, I'll stay with you.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna stay with Zilch.
I am happy to go down.
If it's comfy, I'm chilling here.
Okay. Knocked on, you do make it down with Torga, brings you to the bottom. The rest of you have a good night's sleep on the top of the earth. Zilch, for the first time in a long time, you feel like you're where you need to be.
In like during the night, can I pull everyone together and just be like, I want to try this again? But
Yeah, what are we gonna do?
this time I want to try it my way. He's gonna pull out like a shit ton of weed.
Okay.
Nice.
Anybody got a light?
Yeah. Hold on.
Cool.
I want to pull. I'll just pull out like this little steampunky little like gas lighter.
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
Like,
You guys blaze up. Get yourself
Alright.
nice and
I'm gonna pack everyone together and wrap my wings around everyone and do my like Zilch hotbox TP. And I'm gonna be like, all right, we are hotboxing this bitch. And I'm gonna
I
get everyone
strangely
as
feel like-
absolutely stoned as I possibly can, and I'm gonna be like, all right, let's try this again.
okay.
You want to get up on-
Everybody else roll me a con save. Whoever's getting stoned.
Nice.
Oh
Not
yeah,
good.
this is the most stoned Zilch has
5.
been in a long time, and that's saying
Nice.
something.
Oh, it didn't react good with the catnip.
Yeah.
Y'all
just
are-
totally messed up.
Stoned out of your mind. So how about y'all roll wisdom saves with advantage? And Zilch, you roll your religion check with advantage.
Well,
Okay.
now I'm disappointed I didn't stay.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't have.
18.
And I want to guidance that shit too.
Naomi, you just pass out.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got
It's
a
been a long
24.
day.
So 22 now.
22. Suddenly, all of you, except for you, Naomi, the two of you are thrust into Zilch's mind. Zilch, the colors almost blind you. It's like when you first wake up and turn the light on in the bathroom and you can't see what's actually happening for a couple seconds. And when you finally blink your eyes, Stan, you are soaring over the Green Basin. You've left the Dragon Tail Ridge south of where you've left, and you are headed straight south. This plane, you come low across it, and you're watching as the Zawadi Basin is starting to dry up in front of your eyes. And as you head south, you see 3 great lakes that are starting to dry up. You get closer. The 3 of you get closer, almost like it's rushing past you. And suddenly you see these bodies that are just being thrown about these lakes, cities that were burned, and half-eating bodies that are getting tossed into these lakes while these lizard folk are out cheering, rock, law, and as they are taking over whatever last civilization there is in this Swati region. And then suddenly you are thrown back in your body. The 3 of you almost fall off of your stools because you're so stoned as you come back. Naomi, you're passed out. You get woken up in a fright as the 3 of them kind of just get tumbled back out of where they were sitting.
Zilch passes the fuck out immediately.
Naomi, you're wide awake now.
Oh.
The cats, you saw all this.
Yeah,
I'm wide
I'm just
awake.
gonna be on my back making air biscuits.
Oh yeah, we out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you woke up to them freaking out and then watching Zilch go to sleep.
Okay.
You're like in that stoned hungover wake up though, so you're like,
my eyes were like barely open for 2 seconds before I just like got real comfortable with Zilch's wing and then just like wrapped myself in it a little bit.
that's fine.
I'm already back out. She's a real heavy sleeper.
So after you guys like got this crazy vision, you all do get a good night's sleep. You watch as Nocturne. Do you come up in the morning?
Yeah, I would go up in the morning.
Torga wakes you up and he hands you a plate and goes, "Can you carry?"
I can.
And on the plate
Seven
is
can
what
as well.
seems to be whatever greens and fried roots and tubers that they seem to have pulled in from whatever is around this area and the natural things that they can find. It smells pretty good. He goes, "They're gonna have to eat up there. They're gonna have a big day ahead of them."
I see. I'm happy to carry.
You all wake up to the sound of the changing of the cart as it slams into the side and ching, 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 ching. Suddenly the Torga walks out and wakes all of you guys up.
No, don't make him.
I got breakfast.
Oh, snacks.
Oh, okay, it's food.
You guys have a good night.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've never slept better.
Yes.
That was pretty good. I had
Great
some
night.
crazy dreams where we were flying and there was a bunch of stuff.
Oh,
underneath
you had
us.
more dreams?
Yeah, we're not doing anything more to do with any of your dreams.
Oh, that happened?
Yeah, but
Okay.
like
You saw stuff?
we saw stuff. I saw
What did you
stuff.
see?
I thought that was a
Solid.
dream.
We were flying and
Is
it
it the
was
same
like
place?
green and there was some lakes and some. It was kind of pretty actually. In terms of the dreams that I normally have, this is definitely way better than what they used to be.
There's
assume
three.
you only have
There was
like
3 lakes.
Yeah.
3
wait.
lakes?
3 lakes.
How do you know that?
I just educated guess.
There was 3 lakes. They were drying up. There was lizard folk
Yeah.
What?
disposing of dead bodies in the water, chanting something.
That sounds terrible.
Zilch, I have not known you long, but are you sure you did not imbibe too many hallucinogenics?
No, I imbibed a lot of hallucinogenics.
Okay, so here's a Nocturne. I actually have thought about this. So y'all had the same exact dream, right?
I mean, it seems like
Sounds
LB
like
was
it.
in my dreams. Sorry, were you in my dream?
So
I mean, maybe.
I didn't
So-
see you, but
so
the fact
Nocturne.
that we all had
Yeah.
the same dream is kind of weird.
Nocturne, if you're ingesting a drug, the hallucination comes from your own head. How could it possibly be that they all had the exact same dream, if not for Eldath? And I'm gonna hold up my chain.
I do not have an answer to your question.
To be
However,
fair, it was all the same drug.
mass hallucinations have
So-
not been unheard of, according to my research.
But I mean, that's also because Gaza have been around forever.
You
Well,
may
that's
be
what-
correct.
So Torga kind of leads you guys over to the next stone. At this one, he kind of sits and he stretches his bronze wings out far. And he goes, "This is my favorite stone. This is a fire, and it's what I believe the best in. It's going to be a bit warm when you're meditating today, Zilch, but good luck and let me know what you see."
I mean, gestures broadly to self. I'm
Well-
fine with warm.
You and me both.
Cool.
It's good to see you, brother. Let's do this. And he kind of like sits across from you and crosses his legs and closes his eyes.
And then
Sits a little incense.
Zilch is gonna pull out another blunt and be like, "Do you partake?"
He doesn't even open his eyes. He goes, "Yep." And you watch as he holds out his long dragonborn finger and it just lights the end of his finger
Yep.
as he
And then
lights it for you.
I'll pass it to him first.
Takes a nice big toke. And you guys watch now as this is like where the earth one was a lot of stones. This actually has hot water channels that seem to be running in and out. And almost as though you could see like bubbles of hot tar almost boiling from the ground. It's a really warm stone from what you can tell, and definitely where they get the heat. He takes a long big drag and hands it around to the rest of you that have pulled up in the circle, except for you, Nocton, who just stands staring awkward. No, unless you want to sit.
No, I'm gonna stand.
Just go ahead, Zilch. Roll me another religion check. The rest of you do me wisdom saves and see if you can tag along.
Oof.
So at this point, Nocton is going to be curious and is going to, while standing, at least close his eyes. Oh, wrong one. My bad.
Zilch, you're not adding a D. Oh, it's 11.
Oh yeah. Add 2, so 12.
12.
Oh, I need to roll my
That's better.
potions. Today,
What's the intelligence save for?
2 5.
I just
Oh, okay.
looked
That's
it
fine.
up by accident.
Just so that I'm not
Nice.
forgetting.
I have 2 flight potions today. That's
That's
Okay.
great.
really helpful, actually.
But it's only 10 feet of flying, so it's
Oh.
really kind of drifting. I just kind of
So-
turned you into a kite.
Zilch, you got a 10? Okay.
12.
12. Okay, that's better. Still not great. You all close your eyes. Suddenly you're taken to the sky again, flying, circling. This time you're heading south. Same way you were going before, but farther, much farther. Suddenly, the basin ends and you see an expansive ocean in front of you. In the distance, you see large plumes of smoke billowing off of a mountainous island. You get closer and you see 6 large volcanoes, different stages of eruption. In the center, the main center, starts to undulate, churn, bubbles pop. You can hear screams in the pop's tortured cry. And in the smoke above the cauldron, the outline of a feline with a hammer strapped to their back. As the bubbles pop, a single flame is released, floats in the sky, starts flying off in a direction. And then you're back.
First question: would I how much of this would I remember, and would I know where the islands were?
You would you'd remember most of it with a 15. You know island south of it. How you don't know this continent super well, do you?
Well,
Right.
I was doing research in the
Yes, then if that's the
Bookstore
case,
for
roll me a
reads.
history check. I'll give you an advantage for doing research.
I mean, yeah, let's give him advantage. Maybe he'll crit.
I get advantage anyways for the.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. 27. So yeah, you've heard of the Macchia Tovos range is known for its crazy activity, and you've heard in the books of tales of it could cause issues if it blew up into the Arctic shelf below it, but no one's ever heard of them actually erupting. Well, not in history at least.
So I sort of relay this, but a little bit more matter of factly. And like, the mountain range is located to the south. It is known for its volcanic activity, but if it were to erupt, it would mean it would have dire consequences for the surrounding areas and perhaps the world.
That sounds terrible.
I saw it erupting. Does that mean I'm just gonna look at Torga and be like, does that mean it's currently erupting or it's going to erupt? How do I stop a volcano from erupting?
There is not a way I'm aware of.
What?
I'm not trying to make this about me, but did you guys see the cat with the hammer?
It was a very similar likeness to you.
I'm not trying to say I'm gonna blow up the volcano, but I'm just trying to say it's not my fault.
But are you sure
didn't
that
do
it wasn't
it.
Cesaria with a hammer?
Maybe you guys.
would
That's why you
Cesaria
guys
have a hammer?
found each other.
I don't know. Maybe I went shopping.
Well,
Maybe could Cesaria have your hammer?
no, she can't use my hammer.
How
What
do you
if
know
she
that?
did though?
We've never tried.
We've
My
never
hammer.
tried, but I wouldn't give it to you because I like it.
Perhaps the implication is that you should collect whichever god is in charge of these volcanoes.
And it
That's a
was
good
fire.
idea.
Doesn't Cesaria like have a fire cat?
Yeah, don't you have like a god or something? Maybe we could collect that god.
You
too.
have a fire kitty. Maybe that was that.
It's
That's
not
it.
it's not a god. It's just it's just a little. It's just bug.
Okay. All right.
I have
Okay.
no explanation for mass hallucinations, but now that I
Torga
have
goes,
Don't
"I
you
don't-"
experienced it, it
Torga speaks
is
up and goes, I'm not sure what
very
you saw.
puzzling.
Is this something that can help, you think?
Help
Uh,
is not a word I
maybe.
would use.
I don't know. We went farther south than the last one. To the mountain range, volcano range. They were exploding, and there was a burning cat with a hammer, and then we're back. So I don't know.
Sounds
I
like
don't know what to
something's
do with
wrong.
that.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
he closes his eyes. He says, maybe Eldath's trying to point you in a direction of where to go. And when you're there, you can find out what you need to do to fix it.
I would prefer to avoid exploding volcanoes.
How would we stop?
Yeah,
them?
that sounds. I mean, it sounds really cool, but also like maybe
It does sound
not
pretty
to go
cool.
there.
I don't know.
Well-
Maybe we'll learn more if we go to the next one. And you guys realize now, like, this has taken all day, this vision. Like, it is starting to get dusk. You guys are very hungry from not eating for most of the day. And it's been a bit of a toll on all of you while you've been doing this time traveling. Okay, so just a point to the group. It's 9 o'clock. Now, I have a little bit more to do, but it's not a whole heck of a lot. Now, do we want to sit and push for a little
Define
bit?
not a whole heck of a lot.
Maybe another half hour or so. Now,
I'm fine for 9:30.
Yeah, if it's like legitimately about half an hour.
it's about
Like,
half an hour. Yeah,
My,
If
hard,
it's
my
about
hard cutoff is
3
9:30.
hours.
I'm done. No, I'm done. We have 3 more paragraphs. So if you guys are willing to work with me, I think we can get through it.
Yes.
Yes.
So no shenanigans. Got it.
No, there can be shenanigans. Just keep them to a shenanigan level.
Light shenanigans.
So the next day, you all
Shenanigans light. Got
Hey,
it.
spend
Farmer,
another
what's the
night.
restaurant?
TM.
Shenanigans.
This is shenanigans, guys.
You told us light shenanigans. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Do
we're
we
good.
want to take a quick pee break or no? Keep going. Okay.
Yeah,
So
just go.
the next day, you guys all wake up. You're staying at the top this time, knocked on. If you wanted to go down, you're welcome to. It takes a little bit of time to get up in the morning,
No,
but
I'll
he has no
stay.
problem.
I'm mostly just like sort of wandering around, staring aimlessly because I'm very confused. I'm trying to figure out the mass hallucinations. And it's likely that I'm like picking up various pieces of dirt to analyze to see if there's some sort of hallucinogen in it.
It's weird too. As you pick up different rocks, some of them actually seem to like in different orbits kind of stay floating for an extra second before they fall to the ground. It's very strange.
I'm
So
like
then,
I'm like a small child, just like very lost.
Can I stack them in a pattern?
so all right, roll me the next religion check.
Guidance that with a 3, so 13, better than the last one.
13, not bad. Give me your wisdom saves. This one, Torgo walks up, and this you guys realize now the top of this stone too is totally water. This is the one where the water seems to be cascading off and making its way down. Where you guys seem to be walking on the top of the stone should be water. It looks like a dried up riverbed, and you can almost make it to the very, very center. There's a female water genasi who stands in what little ponds there are left, kind of tending to what's left. And she kind of says, well, welcome to the Waterstone. Before you get going, I just want to let you all know, I hope that we can do something. This comes directly from the plane of water itself, and I'm not sure. I've been trying to figure out what's been happening, and I cannot get this water to get more. So hopefully we can find a bit more information. So sit down, get your feet in the water, and tell me what you get. So you rolled a 12, Zilch, you said 13.
13, yeah.
Knocked down, you rolled a 9. Naomi a 5. 7. Okay, so Zilch, you're the only one.
My elixirs.
Oh, fair enough.
I
You
got
rolled
I
an
have
18.
advantage on saving throws, so I
So
rolled an 11.
11.
Oh,
fair
can I add my my flash of genius to my save?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Oh,
so-
18 is good enough. I wouldn't waste it.
All right. I mean, I have 5 a day.
So this one's a little more blurry for you, Zilch. This one's a little harder to see with the extra wisdom saves helping you out. This time you head west, hard west, northwest. You pass over Esfaya and the channels that you made coming on in, over a continent itself into a far away T-shaped blue continent. You're not sure, but there's a lot of more water on it than you were expecting. It's hard to see. This one's a lot more blurry, and you can't make out too much of what's happening other than, again, more yells and screams and issues. You watch as a large wave crashes over a building, and then that's it. You wake up.
Okay.
With a 13, that was a hard really to get a good idea, but you definitely knew. Knocked on with 11, you kind of saw it. You know of it as Uraith, the continent. That's the only one you can think of that would be in that area, but you don't know much about it. Okay.
All right. I don't know what to do with that.
What
but-
the hell?
All right. I'm a little unsettled now, but on to the next, I suppose.
I'm just asleep, like on the rock. Because
You're
I,
like-
so
I
comfy.
rolled a 9, so I
Your
didn't go on
tail
that
is
journey with
like-
you.
Yeah, mine was a
Being
7.
pulled by
so-
the current because it's just in half the water
Yeah,
that's
it's like
flowing
just in the
out,
water.
just doing this thing.
Oh, so like when Angus sits on the bathtub.
Yeah.
Finally, on the last day, you do make it on over. Arakakra is a black one, older, sits on this. He's actually comes flying through the air,
Nice.
cascading around. The stones here at the top of this, it's weird where the other ones have broken up. This one's actually broken completely on the top, almost as though it ruptured itself. And each of the stones that you walk across are actually floating anywhere between 5 and 35 feet above the ground below it.
I don't know
He
that.
goes, watch your step. Be careful. Come in.
Okay.
Zilch, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. Torgus told us a lot about you.
Likewise.
I hope that we can get something taken care of. Here, please. I made a nest for you. And you look at the center rock, and he's kind of like laid out like a little bit of a makeshift nest. It's got like twigs and small pieces of fabric. He's like, I hope this will help what you need.
Zilch, like a tear comes to Zilch's eye. He goes, "You made me a nest."
Anything to help bring back peace to this continent.
That was so nice.
Do you sit in it?
Absolutely.
The rest of you take spots around him. All right, let's make our checks.
First, I'm gonna do my emboldening bond on myself, LB, Naomi, and probably Zasaria. Sorry, not John. I'm also gonna do guidance on myself.
What does that give me?
Gives you a plus D4.
Okay, so roll your 6.
So
15.
18.
Oh, Zilch, you get
one,
advantage
3.
because of the nest to help make it more comfortable.
Oh, okay.
What are we rolling on this one?
With just a wisdom save again.
Okay, 22 plus 4, so 26.
Ooh. So as you all sit down to meditate. Wow, knocked on a 5? Or
No.
Naomi a 5?
Oh yeah, I am not. I'm not focused. I'm a little anxious because I'm thrown off by the last vision.
So this one is comes to you very vividly, and you are all there. You're all there because you get thrust back to Asphyra. You're in the city and you see it as you left it, starving. You see some of your friends walking around and taking care of different things with Passos. And you realize that they are starving, but then it suddenly brings you to another city. This isn't Asphyra. It's bigger, larger. This is the Port Royal of North Haven. This is the main northern city.
Noctun's been there.
And you find yourselves in the center of it. And yet the streets are dead. Nobody's walking. You see a few beggars in the streets, but they're thinner than you can imagine. You see inside of windows and empty tables, hungry people sitting around small bowls. As you go through the streets, you get a scream. A woman stabbed in the shadows, her groceries stolen, taken off, left for dead. Nobody's around to hear.
Zilch like wants to reach out and like cast healing spells and cast, create food and water.
You reach out and you pass through and you feel a tingle down your spine. Yes, my child. And then you're all back. Sitting on the rocks.
Oh, that lady died.
Yep.
Yeah. So
was
even
that
Naomi
real?
saw it with her 9.
No, you didn't see it.
Yeah, I was
Sorry.
gonna say, like, wait, you saw a woman die?
We didn't see her die, but I'm pretty sure she's dead. Is that real? I'm gonna look at Zilch and I'm gonna like get in the nest with him and I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? What are we looking at?
North, a city to the north. What's the city to the north? What's the port city on the north side?
I don't-
Oh,
I would know this, right?
yeah.
I mean, personally, out of
Port
game, I don't
Royal
know,
of
but
North Haven.
yes,
Yeah.
that.
Port Royal. We were in Port Royal. We were in Asphyra first, and then we were in Port Royal. And everyone was hungry and starving, and
Oh, so it's not just this fire that's like bare bones.
No, it was both. You asking me? Oh, you're asking them. Sorry.
No, I'm asking Zilch, yeah.
it was like a big city, and everyone was just starving. And I tried to reach out and help, and I heard a voice say yes.
Was that her? She wants you to help them?
I mean, maybe. Why would she point us in 3 different directions?
I don't know.
Do you want you to like fix the continent?
What does that have to do with the water?
I don't know.
How do I stop a volcano?
What if it's all
If the volcanoes
Whoa,
erupt,
whoa,
they
whoa,
will
easy,
likely
easy,
create
easy,
a tsunami.
whatever it is, you're not gonna do it alone. So don't worry. Don't stress about that.
Yeah, Zilch is absolutely losing it at this point.
Yeah. Naomi's like got like a joint out, like following him around and be like, can you like he's ignoring this, guys.
I'm attempting to calm him with my just dispassion, and I just say there is nothing that we can physically do to prevent a volcanic explosion.
Oh, good. Thank you. That
The
helps a
tsunami
lot.
will likely wipe out millions.
Nocton, you
But we're
really
gonna
just
we're
just
gonna
have a
check
way.
it out and we're gonna figure it out.
Torga comes up and goes, Zilch, these are visions. This might not be what's happening. This is just Eldath trying to point you in a couple of directions. I think
Well,
If
I had the
Eldath
vision
couldn't-
of you, and then I came to you, and you were still there.
yes, well, you're not done with your meditation yet. It takes a
I
week
must
and you
do
have
more
3
research.
days to reflect before you can actually understand what's happening. I'm sure there's something that Eldath hasn't made pointed to you either. Come back down. We need to get back down to the ground. Come stay inside. You need to rest, relax, and meditate at the main center altar. Come.
I'm
start
gonna
setting down.
I'm gonna do that now, and he just like jumps off.
Easy enough. Tor goes, I'll meet you down there. Okay. All right. Anybody who can't fly, follow me.
Hello. I
Okay.
can't fly.
Do you have a
Okay.
library? I must do research on mass hallucinations.
We know our libraries are our faith.
It's like word of
So
mouth.
none of it is fact-based.
No, it can be fact-based and not written down.
How is it a library?
It's not. I said it's not a library.
I misunderstood.
You can have the text of Eldath if you like, the tomes we recite. You can
I
check
believe
that over.
Naomi has tried to show me that, and I
He's not interested.
did not.
Okay.
appreciate it.
Come. So you guys make the 2-hour trek down. Zelch, when you get to the bottom, you sit in the center and you close your eyes, hoping to get more guidance. As Torga finally makes his way down, he sets up a nice dinner for you guys all in his little building. Children are playing and running around, but Zilch, you just close your eyes. Finally turns to night. Torga comes up, puts his hand on your shoulders. There's nothing more to learn tonight, my child. You try again tomorrow and get some sleep.
I don't. How do I sleep? How do I sleep now?
You can use drugs.
It's a
Like
really
catnip?
good way to do it. You hear? Yeah, actually, do you want some some chamomile or something that will help calm you down?
I have these mushrooms. No, that's not a good
I
time for
think
that.
that will exacerbate the problem. I think
Yeah,
you
okay.
need to quiet your mind, not.
I'm happy to tell you a knock-knock joke, if that would suffice.
You know what? Actually,
Yes.
Nocton, why don't you tell me all about the weather?
I can do that. And then I'm just going to
I'm-
sort of
Yeah, I'm
launch
just
into
gonna
this.
I'm just gonna lay here with my eyes closed. You just tell me about the weather.
As
and
you
I'm just gonna.
as he drowns you to sleep.
Yeah.
Finally the next day comes.
I
So
got
you-
a Nocton white noise machine.
Yeah.
You wake up and I'm like, and that is how thunderclouds are formed.
You finally get your
Zilch very poorly pretends to have been awake the whole time. Sick.
Dope.
you close your eyes, and over the next 2 days, you spend most of your time just thinking. The rest of you bored out of your mind, waiting.
I'm not
Tor-
bored.
Torga a couple times asked the other ones of you, if you want to head back early, I can do it once a day, but if you want to stay with your friend, I understand.
No, man.
Uh,
He's got drugs. I'm with him.
So as time goes by, on your 7th day, Zilch, you finally get out there. You've been doing this. It's become second nature to you. You've been here for a few days. You know the people around. You've met everybody. The rest of you have gotten very comfortable with the area. Knocked on. People keep trying to make you read that fucking text, man. Like everywhere you go, they're like, "You want to try now?" Other than that, you pretty much finally get into a trance. It becomes easier over the past couple days. The world's sounds start to amplify, and then they go quiet. All you can hear is the sound of wings. Roll me a religion check one last time.
Come on, boy.
This +4 is like brutal.
Well, it is what it is. You're back into your eagle form. You're soaring over the Sunstones as they are now. Weaker, drier. You do a couple of laps and you start working your way out. The world is calm around you, but it does start to break down as you keep trying to make your course. Black clouds are on the sky and seems like a storm's starting to brew. Suddenly you hear a voice in the back of your head. It's okay, Zilch. Chill. Picked you for a bit of a reason. I know you can do this. And as you start to work your way out, you see again all of the different struggles that were brought to you in your 4 visions. They just lie there out in front of you, calling, needing your attention. And yet you do still feel like this has been a great accomplishment to make it to the Sunstones. You start to catch your breath, and the eagle is sitting on a stone across from you as you land on the same stone you left. It makes eye contact with you, and you hear in your head, melodic female, they need you. But you have me.
Where do I go first?
Free will, my child. Just know that they'll be ready to be addressed when you and your friends are ready to address them. Just know that I am here for you.
This is fucking wild.
Suddenly, a feather gets dropped off the back of this, takes off into the sky. Feel warmth around you. Away, Lysis. You know that she sees down on you, and you feel a warm embrace of Eldath's presence, knowing that you're doing the right choices as your eyes open and you're once again in the dusk light, surrounded by cats running in the distance and children playing. And yet in front of you on the ground, a single feather lies between your feet.
I grab it. Can I like analyze it in any way?
Yeah, I mean,
I have like, can I do like an arcana or religion or detect magic or something?
Yeah, it's definitely go ahead, detect magic. If you cast detect magic, it has a small radiant magic feel. It doesn't seem as though it has any abilities, but it does hold a radiant feel to it, like it's a keepsake from your god.
All right.
I mean, God's work in mysterious ways, man.
I'm gonna, so my little braided headband that Zilch has, he's just gonna like stick it in there.
Easy enough. At this point, as you kind of stand up, you kind of hear like a scream. Oh my God. Oh my God, we got more water. And it, like from way up top, you watch as the Aarakocra or the water genasi is screaming, and suddenly you see a large splash as the water seems to have doubled in output since you had this vision. People start screaming and people are filling up cups. It's not anywhere near where it used to be, but something has been done right and moving in the right direction. And this water has definitely picked up and is starting to fill up the basin more and work its way downstream as it's starting to cascade. And for the first time since you've been here, you can actually see a bit of a rainbow off in the distance from the Waterstone.
Fascinating. I must access this water plane. Perhaps I can get to my own plane from there.
Maybe they know people that can get you there.
Perhaps.
Torga comes
just
up to your
I'm gonna
group.
look up at it and just be like, is that for me?
I think it's a good sign.
Torga comes up. He goes,
Don't overthink.
"We
it.
knew you wanted to be here for a reason." And he just wraps his big dragonborn arms around you.
Oh boy. Okay. Hello.
Whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
I have never understood physical displays of affection.
He looks at you. Oh, come here, knocked on, and gives you a big hug too as he wraps his arms around you.
I'm just like,
Well, now that I know you're here, I think maybe we can keep in better touch.
Yeah, that sounds good. I can message you from anywhere on the plane.
Well, good. Maybe if you need to come back, give me a message, and I can just open up a tree portal for you, and then you can just step here.
That's a way better plan than us making a pilgrimage again.
Oh well,
Long.
Eldath works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, she's like real chill too.
Can I? He
Yeah.
whispers. Can I get some of that tingle grass?
Yeah, do you guys not have this here?
I'm running low, man. It's been a long couple weeks.
Oh, okay. So okay, yeah.
You don't have any
Yeah,
seeds, do you?
Maybe, I don't know. This is like the last of my green goddess from
He takes it. He gets a couple seeds. He goes, "This would be nice. Yeah, try and get a couple plants. Thank you very much." Well, thank you for making the pilgrimage. I hope you learned something.
I learned that kobolds are feisty. And they shoot first and they ask questions later.
Knowles, and yes, they sure do.
Right. They didn't speak English, or they didn't speak common, so I don't.
Yeah, I try to avoid them. They're nasty, and they've been hard ever since the food's been getting less and less. They're more and more aggressive. It's tough.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I got shot a bunch of times. That was not fun.
Well, I'm glad you're better. Come back soon. Zilch, message me. Good luck on your missions. If you need any more information from your pilgrimage, I'm a phone call away. I don't know what a phone is, but I'm a message spell away.
I'll shoot you a message.
Anything else I can do for you guys?
is there a reward for the
are we
work that we
leaving?
have done?
The reward is doing the right thing,
Hey,
helping out
is-
society and
Oh.
humanity.
Oh,
I
is
see.
that it?
I mean, the
Oh.
right thing, I think, is to pay people for their good.
He kind of
deeds.
smiles. He goes, "I'm kidding here," and he pulls out 5 minor hearing potions. This is all I have. We don't carry much money, but maybe this
This
will
is-
help you on your.
This will be sufficient, as Little Bite seems to have a propensity to attract arrows and violence.
You know, it's
You're
it's a
not
personal
wrong.
flaw. It's character
It's like her
flaw.
toxic trait.
Yeah.
I think you would enjoy my plane. Perhaps you can come with me when I find a way home.
That sounds great. Please take me with you.
Yeah. Yes.
Can
Oh.
I
Yes.
like grab a few vials of or first I guess I would ask Naomi if she had any vials for me to borrow.
Yeah, I have. I'll give you 10.
Okay, cool. I would like to collect 10 vials of the water falling directly off of the water stone before it hits the ground.
Yeah, easy enough. You do. You definitely get some of that fresh Eldath water.
Cool.
Nice.
At Eldath water.
I'm going to
It's like
bless
old
all of this
Market
water.
that.
Easy enough.
Like
As you guys
Fiji water.
gather your equipment and gear and your 4 horses, he finds a big sycamore tree and goes, "Well, come back anytime. Let me know if you need any more."
Wait, does this go both directions?
Sure does.
And I just sort of turn and look at Zilch and look at Naomi. And I say, why did we take the way we took?
That's a good
I
question.
didn't know about this way because he's the only person that can do this.
Yeah, I don't know how to do this.
This is
Can
an
you teach
ability
me?
that nobody else has except
He looks
for him.
back. He goes, "I can teach you. It took me years."
Oh, Etrian knows how to do it, I think. Or he's teaching himself how to do it.
Yeah, where is he?
Back in
Probably off
Aspire,
doing something stupid.
I see.
probably sitting in a field somewhere.
The next
Probably,
time
like,
we
passed
have the
out
ability to
somewhere.
teleport somewhere, please do not ask that I travel however many miles it was.
Done.
We'll see ya. And he opens up the portal.
Oh, wait, before this happens,
Yes, of course.
you guys notice that Naomi doesn't have her pack with her. She's not gonna leave. So like, as you guys start to like he starts to like round up the spell. She's gonna explain to you, you know, I want to stay here and see if I can't figure out more about how to help. And I think that Eldath has something for me. I just don't know what it is yet.
Before she
But-
finishes talking, Zilch is gonna go over and give her a hug.
Oh, okay. She'll hug you back. Like a really strong hug that's like a little bit, you don't know how, like, she doesn't know how long it should be. But even like Eris will come off of her shoulder and like peck you on the cheek. But yeah, like it's been really nice meeting and getting to know all of you. But I'll be here if you need me.
Be safe, pal.
I enjoyed your skills in alchemy, and I was hoping to learn some from you.
Yeah, no, not done. You should, because if Etrian can do that, you could just come back and visit anytime. And when you want to go over to Via Macania, just let me know.
I will be sure to let you know.
All right.
Orgo walks up and puts his arm around your shoulder, Naomi, and goes, "We'll be happy to have you, Shepherd."
I feel like I can help.
Well, it was a pleasure. Good luck. I'll see you all soon.
Deuces.
As you all take a step back, a couple miles outside of Asphaya, and wind your way back into the city to meet up with your groups. I appreciate you guys all coming to the mini series.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was fun. A good little
Man.
long travel.
I want to put a mark on that tree, by the way, so I remember which tree it is.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely, without a doubt.
Bilge was here.
Gotta spell it
Oh, just a big
W.
Z.
Well, just so when we go back, I can be like, I'm at the tree.
Oh yeah, nice.
Isn't that creature cool shit that Battle Hunt off?
Yeah, that
Yes.
took.
Pretty
Sorry we
dangerous.
So
killed
I
him.
have 63 hit points, and you did that much damage before the rounds even started.
It was awesome. I
Yeah.
mean, I knew you had healers, so I wasn't too worried, but those things are
Yeah.
cool, man. They read your mind up
Yeah.
to a mile.
Yeah, I mean,
I was really
I
hoping
was
you were
still
gonna die. I
down
took
like
Revivify.
50%. So
You took Revivify?
I took a Revivify. I was really hoping you were gonna die and I was gonna get to use it.
Thank God. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for staying late with us tonight. It's 9:30, but I'm glad we got through it. We can finish up a little bit of a session. We're playing next Wednesday. I'm not sure if we're gonna play next Friday. I might take a week off, but I don't know how I feel yet. But stay tuned for more West March, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
bye, y'all. Happy birthday,
Jesus.
Sheila.
Happy
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, happy
Sheila.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Sheila.
birthday.
girl.